And I am back here in the fandom zone. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in YouTube entertainment today, Mr. General Zod. And tonight we have a jam-packed fandom zone talks. I think this might be like a 3-hour one. I got so many topics to cover. And LB, you down to hang for the full 3?
Yeah, I'm here tonight. I'm locked in and loaded.
Yeah, we got some really good topics. We're gonna have the Mad Squirrel joining us. I mean, it feels like a reunion, and I'm really grateful to have the OG uh, Phantom Zone crew back. It would feel good to just talk about ridiculous shit that's going on, relevant shit, like the real honest news. Because here in the Phantom Zone, General Zod does not endorse bounding into comics. We got this covered in Screen Rant. We're gonna be using real sources.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody to the Phantom Zone. We got some great stuff coming. We got 5 people watching so far. What up, Trey Courtney? What up, Perp says he'll be here soon.
Sure.
With the StreamYard, LB, I don't know. Do you use StreamYard?
Yeah. I use that.
Do you ever notice there's like a lag between the StreamYard and the YouTube?
Yeah, I mean that's with any streaming thing to YouTube. It's gonna be a lag. So ain't
Hey,
no
you know
worries.
what, PB? I endorse my raccoon sources because raccoon sources seem to be more accurate, and I'm doing air quote, than these bigger channels that are reporting shit today. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So you know what? At this point, I will take my raccoons over the normal bullshit that I see floating around. Welcome, Dr. Jägermeister. Thank you. We appreciate having you. I don't have Jägermeister, but I have Jack with me tonight. So hopefully, he's a good substitute. So yeah, we got some great stuff to cover here tonight. And the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I figure I'll just get this out of the way because probably just me and you saw this trailer. So we'll talk about this first. What do you think of the new Black Widow trailer? And did you get more insight into the new baddie? We are going to get Taskmaster. I've got some things to add to this, but what do you think of this overall? And what's up, Candace?
I mean, it's just like whatever, man. Like I don't. The first trailer was, to me, was nonsense. Not nonsense, but not good. The second trailer was better. This one is just like, it's okay, whatever, man. It's just like, I mean, for me, I've always said this. Like historically, I've never been into watching movie trailers. 'Cause, like, they don't really get me excited. And like now, all movie trailers are the same. And Marvel, all the trailers are the same. Like I love the MCU, but man, they're all the same outside of the Avengers movies, and I like Black Panther. I mean, they all beat for beat are the same. They edited the same. Everything is the same. So it's like this one. It's like the only thing this trailer is telling me is, okay, we know they're doing the whole Red Room thing. She goes back because she's in hiding or whatever. There's gonna be a twist somewhere. I bet Taskmaster is a woman or something. Like there's going to be a twist. I know for a fact. I mean, every Marvel movie has this stuff now. Oh, it's just like, man, and it's a shame, man, because Black Widow should have been the first Marvel movie for
Yes.
the female superhero. This, I mean, we know Black Widow's dead unless this is. Something crazy is going to happen. Like with this, it's going to be like, okay, Black Widow wasn't dead. In Endgame, it was a life model decoy or whatever. Something is going to happen. But like, man, just the way it is now, I can't be hyped for it because it's like, man, we know she's dead. Like, She wasn't even the first female superhero movie, and it just ain't getting me excited. But I mean, I'm going to see it regardless. I'll be there opening night, so it's not like the trailers had to sell me on anything. It's just like, the trailer ain't doing nothing for me.
Here's the thing that kind of annoys me about this whole thing, and I hate to be one of those who goes back to Captain Marvel, but to be fair, and I'm sure you could agree with me on this, Black Widow should have had that slot. And why I say that is not just because Brie Larson's fucking Captain Marvel was fucking ridiculously boring, and in the end of everything, if you think about it, didn't add to anything, but Black Widow was an established Avenger. Like, this movie, I feel like the marketing department fucked up, because this movie could have been slotted right where Captain Marvel was. It would have made sense, because who took over when, the Avengers Initiative and everything, when everyone got snapped, right? It was Black Widow. So it would have been more chronologically and story-wise, it would have made sense to have Black Widow's movie back when Avengers Endgame was getting ready to drop. And I don't understand what the marketing plan was for this. Now, do you think it's like what everyone is saying, that, they want to kind of throw us something here, or like this is just because they feel like the fans might be tapering off, so they're giving us this movie? I mean, like, what do you feel about the placement, I guess I'm asking? Because it's very weird. The whole thing, like, it's a misstep, at least in my mind, for Marvel.
Honestly, you make a great point. Like, they could have put Black Widow before Avengers Endgame. They could have been sandwiched in between, like, because when you watch Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, she ain't had nothing to do with the movie. Yeah, sure, she saved Tony Stark, but outside of that, she did that. She disappeared. She came back, disappeared again, and came later on to go fly through a ship. And that's it. Like, there was no justification for how they built up Captain Marvel in the movie. But man, regardless of that, man, it's just like, the movie should have been earlier, man. But I'm guessing this something's going to happen where it has implications on Phase 4, because it's just like, man, it makes no sense just to start this movie that we know of a dead character to begin Phase 4. So a twist is going to happen, or someone's going to take over as Black Widow, like the sister or something. Something like that's going to happen.
Now, Trey Courtney, I don't know if I agree with it. Should have came out after Winter Soldier, although I see why you would place it there. That's not a bad placement. Just saying,
still would make sense.
Anywhere before her death would have made sense.
It would have to have come out after Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would have been cool, honestly, because it's like we would have seen what people were up to while they was on a hiatus.
Exactly. Like, this is okay. Here's the weird part about this movie. This is supposed to be happening during the events of Civil War, but Civil War is how many years ago, right? So, I mean, I understand giving us the like, where did Black Widow go when all the shit went down? Because at the end of Civil War, remember, she said, "I'm getting out of here." That was like her last line. So, like, I understand. And here's the thing: as much as we sit here and speculate, I give Marvel one thing. When it comes to the marketing, some of their movies have been weird, but they've made it work. Even Captain Marvel. As much as I hate Captain Marvel, and I know the comments are saying I love Brie Larson, how much I talk about her. Yes, I know. I got the fucking Captain Marvel poster in my garage. I'm thinking about what kind of video I'm going to do for it. But, I mean, the marketing team does seem to know where to place things, or they have some kind of plan. So I'm inclined to agree with you, LB. I think that there is some kind of twist, something that they're setting up for. I mean, I've speculated that they're introducing the sister because she's going to take the place of Black Widow. But now that you like throw that out there, there might be more. Who knows what kind of cameo? I mean, we're just thinking this is a Black Widow movie, but we could see cameos from other people. They could be keeping it under wraps. There could be something big at the end of this that's going to set up for Phase 4.
Yeah,
Like you said,
something has to happen in this movie was like for the future, because it makes no sense to kick off your phase with something that's irrelevant for the future.
we got some banter in the chat. This is hilarious. Perp said it should have been placed in between Infinity War and Endgame. I agree, Perp. And then Pop Culture PB said, "Oh, like Captain Women, Perp." So I don't know if he was agreeing or just being his normal funny self. But yeah, I mean, we're seeing the placement. But then again, I'll give it to Marvel. Their marketing team seems to just be on fire. They're not like Star Wars, where they don't seem to have a plan where they place these things. I mean, I'll give Kevin one thing. He always seems to know exactly where to place something, what to put in something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There always seems to be a plan, and he seems to throw these little things out. What did you guys just say? The Russo brothers lie all the time, right?
Exactly.
Well, Kevin is the master manipulator, okay? He likes to make us think he's going one way, and then he goes a completely opposite direction. So
yeah,
it'll be really interesting.
And then to add on to this, it's like, for example, I watched the Infinity War trailer earlier because I was doing something else. And it's just like you're watching the trailer, and none of those scenes, well, the scenes were in the movie, but it didn't look like how it turned out into the movie. So it's like, man, something is going to happen big in this movie, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I feel like this movie is going to be a lot of setup for Phase 4. I think that they want us to think that Endgame was the Endgame. But I think that there is a lot more in store. I think they have a bigger plan. I mean, until Marvel definitively destroys stuff for me, let me give you an example. Like Doctor Who fucking destroyed itself. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have a review out for this season. I haven't done a review for a season of Doctor Who ever, but I had to talk about this one because they made a self-destructive episode. They might as well just end the series because it's not Doctor Who anymore. It's Doctor We Solved Every Mystery. But my whole point is that show gave too much, and Marvel does something where they give us little bits and pieces here and there. They let fans speculate, and I'll give them props for that. They've been good with stirring the pot. Like, we're going to talk about Thor. Look at how much shit came out for Thor. And don't worry, people, stick around. Everybody watching, all 11 people, make sure you hang out because I'm going to cover the news about Guardians being in there, Christian Bale. I got to tell you, I'm fucking excited about that casting. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm a huge Christian Bale fan. I love all of his stuff that he's done, even some things you guys might not have heard of.
Do you love him enough to make a video about him topless like Terrence did with Chris O'Donnell?
Nah, man, I ain't got muscles like that. If I go topless, I'm gonna lose subscribers. Like Terrence looks like he just ate someone before he went on. Man, he looked like the Incredible Hulk in those videos. Like, if you don't subscribe to him, he's gonna come and find you and beat the bejesus out of you. But no, I mean, welcome Cybernetic Husky, welcome Biden Touch. We're starting to get in all of our normals. Welcome everyone. We got some great chat, but we're great topics.
Hold up. Before you continue, I know all of y'all on Twitter. Did y'all retweet the link? No excuses.
Yeah, make sure you let people know that we are live because you know how the algorithm works. You may get the notification, you may not. I'm going to be like all these other YouTube channels where I'm like, I'm being unsubscribed to every day. So fight the corporations. Subscribe to Zod. Anyways, yeah, I also got a new subscription, so thank you. This is really awesome. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback as of late, so I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. But moving on, this Black Widow trailer looked good. Taskmaster is a mystery, and the thing was, when I was watching this, it says find out more about Taskmaster. Like, man, these guys are the kings of feeding you absolute bullshit. Because I watched the trailer and I go, I still know nothing about this. If I didn't read the comics, I would know nothing about the Taskmaster.
Right.
They like showed him what, 2 clips?
He was in a few clips, but it's like we, it's nothing to it. Like, okay, what about this Taskmaster, the master guy? Like, what? Tell us.
Trey Courtney, I do agree with you. LB, Trey
What's
Courtney
up?
brings up a good point while we're talking about this. Do you feel like they do waste some of the cooler villains that they introduce?
Not really. I mean, everyone can't be Thanos.
Okay, so let me ask you this. In all of the Marvel MCU movies, besides Thanos, what is the other villain that sticks out for you in your mind? Like that one villain where you're like, man, he made an impact.
I like Bucky and Winter Soldier. Um, I know a lot of people didn't like what's his name in Civil War.
Oh, shit, he's still alive too.
I thought he I thought he was effective in Civil
Zemo.
War. Yeah, Zemo. I thought he was very effective. Like he was cool, calm, and collective, and he accomplished his mission. You know, he wasn't the typical villain. Um, I know people love Loki, but I never took Loki serious as a villain. But yeah, for me, the Winter Soldier. Man, let me look up these MCU movies. There's been so many.
I got the chat acting up here. We got Dr. Jägermeister, Baron, yes, Baron Zemo, Perp, Killmonger. Perp, I'm right there with you. Honestly, I thought Killmonger was the best part of Black Panther.
I think outside of Thanos, the best villain period was Mandarin up until the twist.
All right, yeah, I'm there with you, LB. A lot of people hated on that movie, but I actually really liked it. And I liked the twist because, they had a really well-known actor, and you're thinking, oh, this is the Mandarin. And I just loved the whole setup for like that first half. The person who was the supposed Mandarin, I will admit, kind of ruined it for me with the whole Miss Potts had powers and stuff and it was killing her. That part of it, I wish they would have tightened up a little bit more. But I did like the initial setup because it was pretty cool. And I like that, Trevor was a pot smoker and stuff. I thought that was fucking hilarious when he was like, man, I'm just an actor. Like, oh my God, we have an Australian, folks. It's the world premiere of Stevie J Reviews.
How is it the world premiere?
Because he's back.
What's up, Stevie?
Oh, g'day, LB. How are you, mate? G'day, General Zod. What's going on, mate?
Oh, I'm good. Hold up. Oh, I just thought, man. I'm sorry. Now, go ahead, man. I saw the chat. Go ahead. I got excited for a second. Go ahead.
What's been happening?
Nothing much, Stevie. What's been happening with you? Time zones and kangaroos and brush fires. Crazy. We were worried.
Crazy, mate. Crazy. So, did you guys change time zones back yesterday?
Yeah.
We're ahead now.
Nice. Well, that's good because it was always finishing. The show was always starting right on my kids' dinner time. But now, if it's an hour earlier, it's right when I leave work, so it's perfect.
Kids ain't gotta eat, man.
Oh no, they don't. They don't need to eat.
They really don't.
Oh, they can fend for themselves. Just
Yeah.
go out and Although I wouldn't
I
tell them
thought-
to go to the supermarket to buy anything because there's nothing on the shelves at the moment. It's crazy with coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna dive into that thing. But I had a very enlightening talk. Speaking of which, LB was on that panel. I gotta say that's probably the most quiet I've ever been. I don't know about you, LB, but holy shit, Squirrel had so many facts. I'm sitting there with a fucking notebook writing shit down. Like I should be taking notes on this stream.
Hey man, that's why I want her to get it together so she can get these 1,000 subs and get monetized, man. Because she brings it, man, and she it's not like she's just talking. She has the link, she has the citation, she got the backup link, she got it all, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Squirrel is mad organized, and anyone who's in my chat who has a wrench, please drop a link for Mad Squirrel's channel. Let people know who aren't subscribed. Go subscribe to Mad Squirrel. She has been on this coronavirus thing, and I'm gonna have her in here later. We're going to talk about the effects of the coronavirus on the box office and what movies are using it as a crutch and what movies is it actually affecting. Because, you know, these big blockbuster films are depending a lot on that foreign market, and the foreign market is hurting. No one's going to see a movie during the outbreak. So, you know, really quick, Stevie, what do you think about the coronavirus affecting the box office? Do you think that's like a big thing?
How you just gonna jump to a whole new topic? Because Stevie's here. Why not ask him about the trailer?
All right, I'm sorry, that was unprofessional, God. Welcome, Perp Minded. How are you?
You're.
G'day, Perp.
What's good, Stevie? Good to see you, man.
Oh,
Good to see you alive.
Far out. I'm gonna have to drop out and back in.
Oh.
Oh. All right, so let me ask Perp the question about the topic first so that I remain with some professionalism. Thank you, LB, for keeping the villain in check. Mr. Perp, what do you think about this new Black Widow trailer?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I think it's very basic. Doesn't make me really want to like I said on Twitter earlier. If I didn't have a channel, I probably wouldn't go see this. But you know, unfortunately, it just doesn't look appealing to me. I don't understand how people can get hyped for this. Like it just kind of was underwhelming. You know.
You remember when we did the stream for the first one, bro?
Yeah.
And the people were like, huh? How could you not like this?
Bro, we've been seeing the same shit, and like, it's literally the main villain is, or if there's a secret villain somewhere, who knows? Like, it's pretty much the same formula. Like, oh, fight the evil version of yourself, or you know, a copycat of yours. Like, it's just, and now you got mad fucking other Black Widows out there and shit, and like, and nobody wants to see that blonde haired chick replace Black Widow. Like, she comes off very dry. The humor, there shouldn't be any humor in this. This looks, I don't know, it looks suspect.
Like, why are you mentioning that? So this movie is based in Russia, right?
Yeah.
There ain't no black people in Russia, bruh. Like there's about the same amount of black people in Russia than there is in Idaho. Like how this red room fill up with black people, bruh? Like, come on, Marvel, man.
Yeah, they must have snatched them up. I saw that in the trailer.
They must have went to Wakanda and snatched them all up first. Like, come on, man. All right, man.
It's like the action looks like it's gonna be like typical. Like, I think that's the only thing that's gonna save it. But the story, I think, is gonna be very, very generic and just basic.
Man, I wished they would have went the route like the Bourne trilogy, man. Like the way those movies are. Like, there's humor in the Bourne trilogy, but it's not like how Marvel does it. It's like subtle. Like, they could have went that route for the movie, man.
Right.
Or more like the Winter Soldier. But man, Marvel doing what they doing. But I mean, we're all gonna go see it. So like, we really, man, we'll see how it is. But maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they will. But I have my
Yeah,
doubts.
there's really nothing much, like, unless if they're just really they're like whatever post credit comes on is like really important, and that's why they want people to go see this and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I don't think any like I don't see nothing that they could really surprise us with, unless like it says
The
this is like
X
a
Men,
secret
bro.
villain. Huh?
The next villain of Phase 4, the X Men. They got things they could surprise us with, but it's just like, man, y'all gotta do better, man. These trailers were blah.
But I just reckon they're too late. Like, they should have done this movie years ago, and it would have been
They should do it. I always said, like,
interesting. And now it's just like it's all done already.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, I thought it would always be perfect if they would have put this. We should have got Captain Marvel now, even though like who knows what the whole talk would have been, but it would have fit better because it's like, all right, you're introducing this powerful quote unquote character and shit. Like, let's jumpstart with this, and you got the Eternal, so you're keeping it cosmic and whatnot, and it just
Yeah.
it just feels weird now. It's just the placement would have been better it would have made Endgame more impactful, like with her death and whatnot.
Well, as far as Captain Marvel goes, they should have. You're right. I agree. They should have done it after the rest of the MCU finished. Because, I mean, despite the fact it was a terrible film, like I didn't actually see that much wokeness in it, but it was just a terrible film. So they should have done that after, because the fact that it was sandwiched between the two, like Infinity War and Endgame, it did well at the box office because of that. But no, like it was no good as a film to be in between those two. They should have done it afterwards, and they might have even got a bit more
Better
interesting
response out of it.
a better response. Yeah, because putting it between the two of the best movies of the MCU, it just everyone hated it. Well, most people hated it anyway.
Because imagine that, right? You watch this Black Widow movie before Endgame, and like I bet you tons of people have been crying in theaters, like, damn, yo, we just seen her in this movie, blah blah blah, and now she's dead. Like, that's crazy.
You know what? That's an excellent point. Like, this movie would have had an impact on Endgame and actually enhance the experience because, yeah, like you said, you get to see what she's been doing and kind of be with this character, get more character development, and then, kill her off. And it probably would have been a bigger impact because, like, a lot of people, when they talk about the death scenes, a lot of people don't highlight that scene until later. They're always talking about Tony Stark and Captain America, the leads, whatever. But I think that her death would have had more, God help me, emotional weight to it.
The problem was it's they was promoting a Black Widow movie before Endgame came out. That's the issue. It's like, okay, how this going to get to me if I know this is going to be a movie?
And think about this too. Also, like, she should have honestly stayed in this Infinity Saga, because what is her point in setting up this new saga, whatever they're going to be doing for the next like 10 years? Like, if she's not going to be a part of it, it should be characters that are going to be like the new face of the whatever the MCU and whatnot. So it's like,
well, that's why Captain Marvel should have been after the whole thing, because a lot of people, including me, had a big issue with Captain Marvel because you'd had these years and years of character development for the rest of the heroes in the MCU, and then all of a sudden Captain Marvel comes in, and albeit in Endgame she didn't really do much, but the fact that she just even appeared and had that movie was like, what's the point? And why are you sort of taken away from the other heroes? Just have her afterwards and launch your whole next 10 years from that.
Right.
Yeah, because and I hope they don't go this route, but there's like a Civil War II where Captain Marvel leads the new Avengers because the other Avengers died. I forgot. I think through other storylines. So I really hope they don't try to do something like that. I don't foresee them doing that.
I,
I thought they were gonna go Scroll Wars when they introduced the Scroll, but that didn't turn out. So I don't know. I'm thinking now they
they
might go Galactus
they
because
they could still
Fantastic Four.
they still could do the scroll thing. Like I still think that's still on the table. Like I think they're just because they're gonna probably see the backlash and be like, all right, we're just gonna swap these dudes as like they've been like the villains the whole time, just in secret. They're just playing it smart and just acting like, oh,
Now,
we were really the enemies and whatnot.
I got a counter to that because for me
Okay.
personally, I wouldn't like it if they turned around and said, "Well, the scrolls have been here the entire time, and they was behind this, behind that, behind that." It kind of makes things cheap, and you know. So I hope they don't go that route. Kind of like how what was it, Spider-Man, and at the end they
Mm.
reveal, oh, it was just the scrolls. It's like, bruh,
Yeah,
what
well,
was the point of this movie?
But like only certain situations, like if somebody was like a secret agent the whole time, like and what's his name,
Talos.
Talos, whatever. Yeah, like he was behind, like he's just gathering information to make the Super Scroll, whatever his name is, and shit like that, or something like they could remix it or something like that. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because like I really believe we won't see any X-Men until at least 2025. I think they're gonna wait like a while for that. Um, but it's just not looking good. Even with the Eternals, it's like I really don't want to go see that movie now because it's like you're not telling every little bit of news we've got for that movie is nothing about what the actual movie's about. Like, so it's like I don't really care.
I mean, in part that's because these actors are being interviewed and they're being asked the questions about it. It's like Marvel hasn't really put out anything about the movie, so
Mm.
it ain't really Marvel fault. These actors just like to talk, talk, talk. Oh my goodness, it's going to have
yeah,
Tina and
that's true.
Pearson. It's going to be beautiful. No, it's not going to be beautiful.
But what's
And here's the thing, I would just want to go on this like fake outrage thing. Like no one's been talking about this eternal stuff except Perp mentioned it. And we've talked about it, but like these are the things that should be highlighted because they're fucking stupid and nonsensical to the plot of to the plot of the story. It's it amazes me that Marvel wants to go down this route because have you guys seen the articles surrounding the She-Hulk show, She-Hulk or whatever the fuck?
Man, like I said, I stay away from all this foolishness. Like when I get official, because Marvel is pretty consistent with confirming stuff. Like when they announce stuff, they announce stuff, and like all these things about She-Hulk and all these other things ain't coming from anybody reliable. So it's like, you know what, whatever. When it happens, I'll talk about it. But I mean, for me, I never even heard of a She-Hulk until probably a few years ago. I don't care about the She-Hulk. It's like to me, like these female versions of the male characters, this is like demeaning to me. It's like, oh, Batman, Batwoman, Superman, Supergirl,
yeah,
Hulk,
I agree.
She-Hulk. It's like, bro, make original characters. Like,
Yeah, I can feel you on that because like there was rumors of Alison Brie being She-Hulk, which I'd be all down for, but like you said, it's just rumors. And it's just like I guarantee you, like since we didn't really get the Hulk that we should have really gotten in like these last 10 years, whatever, of him being in the MCU and shit, like whatever the actor's name is, I'm drawing a blank on it.
Mark Wokalo.
Yeah, him. And it's just like they're gonna give She-Hulk everything. It's just like, damn, why can't like people are gonna say, oh, why couldn't we just get a movie this of the Hulk? Like she's gonna be mad OP. She's gonna be doing savage shit, and
Yeah.
they're,
I agree.
they're gonna shit on the Hulk. They're gonna shit on the Hulk.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Cause like they could. I don't know what the deal is with the Universal contract with the movie, but like that is what exactly they're going to do. They're going to basically make her. I'm thinking that's what they'll do.
And-
They'll make her the Hulk version of the MCU, and then like
that-
people will be upset that she's basically the Hulk, and then you get all
right.
the people saying, "Oh, if it was the Hulk, he wouldn't have no problem with it."
Shit, they're going to do the same thing with Thor
But
too,
you
like
know,
with what's her name,
you,
like the Jane Foster character, because it's like, yo, she's been gone for how fucking long? Like, oh, you remember the last movie she was the fuck in? Like, now you want to introduce her back into like that's you should have like kind of teased her in Thor 3 or some shit. Like, be like, oh, I wonder where what's her fuck face is, like, and it would have just made more sense.
you
And
know,
like,
you know what they're going to do with She-Hulk though. She-Hulk's going to smash the patriarchy
Yeah, I mean,
to
what
pieces.
one thing I see, like I'm reading the chat, and I think one thing I got to say is like I don't think Marvel would trash the Hulk character. Like you got to remember, like the Hulk is, regardless how you feel about him in the movie, the Hulk is probably outside of Spider-Man and like Wolverine and Iron
mhm.
Man, like the most popular Marvel character. I don't think they'll be going a CW route where Batwoman and all them is just destroying the character of Batman. Like Marvel ain't that stupid. So I
Mhm.
don't think you'll have to worry about that happening to the Hulk. And as far as what you were saying about Thor: Love and Thunder, I mean I mentioned this before from the get go. I honestly don't think the movie is going to go how they was mentioning talking about it at Comic Con. Because I mean,
Yeah.
and I've said this all the time. Like, just look at Taika Waititi's movies, and then look at how he did Ragnarok.
Mhm. But the funny thing about Ragnarok is people are thinking they're gonna get, oh, we're gonna get a darker Thor and shit and whatnot.
Right,
We
right.
because I looked at the story and I was like, okay, we got none of that in this movie, but they try to put some Planet Hulk shit in there, and I think they're gonna start doing that a lot more with a lot of these stories, like mashing a lot of different kind of stories together and whatnot. But
Well, I
yeah,
mean, here,
I definitely agree that you know um. it's definitely going to be probably something that we're not expecting. But like the Eternals, I'm not expecting anything for that shit neither. But like I just need to see a trailer because that first trailer could just be complete fire and completely change my mind. But all leading up to it could just end up being messy. Like you said, like these actors might just come out and say some dumb shit or whatever and just ruin the flow of the movie. Who knows? That's a whole nother story though.
yeah,
I
I mean,
Stevie J had something to say, but Kurt wouldn't stop talking.
Oh, my fault. I'm just on it right now.
No, that's all right. I just think I'm just getting over it. I'm getting over the same Marvel movies over and over again, and whether they do the characters justice or not, I don't see any originality in what they're doing. So it's making me lose interest over time. I just I've been entertained by the MCU and all those movies, but unless they do something that's, I don't know, groundbreaking, I'm probably not going to be that interested.
yeah, you said it, Stevie. It's the landscape is changing, and with the way the market is shifting in movies in general, Marvel's got to really step up this space to be competitive because when Marvel movies came out, they were crushing the competition. Disney doesn't really have Star Wars for a while to fall back on, so MCU and the Disney side, whatever you want to call it, the remake side, and the Pixars and all of that are going to have to put out some serious shit to contend with other movie studios because other movie studios, in my mind, are coming out with just better films. Like, I mean, I saw a small independent film the other day that I wasn't expecting to be good. The Lodge. I have the review up. Check it out after we get done tonight.
No.
But it was this small Sundance film, and I'll tell you what, it was one of the best films I've seen so far this year. So, I mean, these other studios are doing creative, out of the box kind of ideas.
Yeah.
Now might be a good time to start getting some other stuff out. What do you guys
Yep.
think about DC maybe starting to run the forefront, I mean, we're just gonna forget Birds
Bruh.
of Prey and just go with the other stuff that they
No,
got
no,
lined up.
no. It's bruh. No, like bruh. DC got to drop like 3 movies in a row that is like universally liked. Like they can't
They're
just drop
about to.
one. They can't drop one and then drop a trash one. Drop half a good movie, then drop a straight trash movie. Like no, bruh.
They about to. They about to. On God.
Yeah, but the problem with DC is, at least up till this point, is they haven't got, like, the MCU had a Kevin Feige. They had someone overseeing it all, making sure it all sort of worked. But DC are just like a fucking just just like an epileptic fit. It's just like over here, this is awesome, and then right on the other spectrum, you got Birds of Prey and Suicide Squad. This trash, absolute trash.
Exactly.
No one's keeping a lasso around it all. Going, hang on. Don't go over there. That's stupid town. We don't want to go there. Just
I think
stay over
I think
there.
it'd be smart.
Let's make some good movies.
I think it would be smart for them to just not do a shared universe and just treat their movies like they treat their anime movies, because their anime movies are doing really well. So it's like people are okay with having just different stories here and there.
Speaking
Really
of,
into anime, and it ain't going that direction.
speaking of animated, welcome, Mad Squirrel.
Morning, guys. Sorry, I woke up a little late from my coma. I'm really sorry. Oh shit!
I bet you ain't heard of an alarm, have you?
I did. I used the alarm and then I snoozed it like magic. I still remember doing it.
Oh,
My bad. How are you guys? Hey, Stevie.
Hey, Squirrel. Long time.
Hey, surprise, Stevie. Now we got the OG crew. So Squirrel's here to bring you out of the brush fires.
Dingo, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I am doing fine now that I'm awake. What
Excellent.
day is this?
So, Squirrel, we're talking about the MCU dropping the newest Black Widow trailer. They said we'd find out more about Taskmaster. We did not. What do you? Did you get a chance to watch it, or what do you think of Black Widow overall?
I personally don't. I don't care. Like, that sounds awful, but I know that I saw the first trailer. It wasn't very. I don't know. I wasn't wooed. I haven't even sat down to watch this one. Like, I haven't even cared enough to, honestly. I probably will, but I mean, I think the problem is with this film is that they have a lot. I don't know. Are they still releasing this one in theaters? That's the question I had.
what movie?
Yes.
Black Widow.
Oh, so you didn't say I don't give a bleep?
Oh, I don't give a shit. No.
I told you, Zara. See, you had, when Squirrel came in, you had the perfect segue to move on to your next topic, but you ain't professional like that, I guess.
Oh, jeez.
Come on,
Jeez.
this is General Zod.
Oh my. Yeah, I haven't honestly sat down and watched the new one. I just didn't have any interest. I don't know. But are they still going to be, I guess, this particular film, are they still going to be doing this one in theaters on time, or are they going to delay it? I don't even know when the hell this movie's coming out. Is it over the summer?
It's definitely not going to be released in China because of the coronavirus.
Ooh.
Comes out May
Segue.
7th, I think. Or
Yeah,
May-
it's-
something May that week.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be on time. Well, if they do it, that's on them, I guess. They're going to have to reevaluate this shit.
I thought they was gonna put tickets up for sale because they typically put the tickets on for sale after the final trailer, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But then I remembered Endgame, they didn't put the tickets up after the final. Man, they done the marketing with this movie has been weird. Like the first trailer randomly dropped at 3 in the morning. Then the second trailer they just announced a few minutes before Monday Night Football or the college football thing that was coming out, and then this one randomly drops.
It's weird. I don't know. It's like I think they're a little scared of the atmosphere right now in general. I mean, it's kind of like, I know the whole 007 thing got moved from the summer to Thanksgiving, but we had talked about that before won the stream on this stream was that, you know, they've released the movie around Thanksgiving anyway in prior years. They were just kind of pushing it for the summer blockbuster. You know what I mean? But they're not going to be able to do that this year, at least not so far, unless something drastically changes globally.
Someone in the chat asked when Wonder Woman comes out June 5th, and Black Widow comes out April 24th. So they changed the date, I think.
It's all screwy.
I thought it was coming out May, April 24th. So that's still weird. They haven't put out tickets, but they'll probably put out tickets in like 2 weeks.
Huh.
So that's a great segue. Speaking of screwy and the coronavirus, let's talk about whether or not the box office is being affected by the coronavirus, and a movie that Mr. Sam Mendes from the playlist says is not affected by the coronavirus. Onward. So Onward stalls at the box office, but the coronavirus problem isn't to blame.
Before you move on to that, Black Widow comes out May 1st. I don't know. I see 2 different release dates. What the trailer say?
Really?
Yeah, let me look at the end of the trailer and see what
That's some spine-chilling shit.
May 1st. Yeah, come out May 1st. May 1st, Wonder Woman, June 5th.
Ooh, all right. It's going to be interesting to see. I think that's going to be interesting to keep track of the box office. We'll cover it here on the channel, see who's edging out. Me personally, I'm pulling for Wonder Woman, gal for life. Anyways.
Oh my.
Wonder Woman is not making more money than Black Widow.
I will raise you bullshit, LB. I'm gonna call it, and it's not because General Zod is a DC shill. It's because Gal Gadot. Anyway,
lies. No kidding.
It's very rare that sequels make more than the first movie.
I would still counter your argument with Gal Gadot.
They're gonna have to reevaluate this. Like, you know what I mean? Like their rollout dates and things like that. I don't know. That's the issue. Is like, I just I don't know. I'll go on that shortly. Go ahead.
I'm like, go.
I don't know. He said he'd be right back, and then he got discoed, and then he came back, and then he got kicked again, and then he said LB is wrong. Says Perp.
Hold on, you're Perp right now.
That's false information.
Bruh, Perp said the Rise of Skywalker would make $2 billion. That lets you know his box office expertise.
Hey man, but I'm on this Wonder Woman movie. That shit gonna do crazy numbers. It's gonna do better than the first one.
Bruh, the Rise of Skywalker was $1 billion short from your $2 billion prediction.
Okay, but the first Wonder Woman almost had like 800, 900.
Did 820, and like I said, it's very rare that sequels make more than the first movie.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, I think this one. I'll argue. I think this one will.
All I'm saying is not making more than Black Widow. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. You know, here on the channel, we are gonna keep up to date with the tracking. We're going to have an LB versus Perp to see the box office tracking. We're going to see who's got it right. Is Wonder Woman going to edge out Black Widow? Exciting stuff tonight.
I mean, we did have the Rise of Skywalker box office battle, and I was much closer to that number.
Oh!
I reckon it's a pretty unique situation with Wonder Woman and Black Widow, because Wonder Woman's a sequel, like a direct sequel, and Black Widow is like not a sequel, but it's an add-on to another 20-something films. So it's not like Black Widow's a completely, new standalone film. It's right. It's kind of, it's been done already. So it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. Personally, I hope Wonder Woman does better.
Just ooh, we got 2 for Wonder Woman.
Who want to put some YouTube subs on this?
Oh.
Put some what?
Let's put some. Oh, this ain't Twitch. We can't do that on YouTube.
Oh my!
In the chat,
LB, I'll do you a deal. If I win, No, whoever wins, we swap the sub counter, right? We'll give each other's channel, all right?
Deal.
That's it.
Speaking of sub counts, this chat, I just gained another new subscriber. Thank you very much, Bad Star Wars, for subscribing.
I mean, we could make a bet on Black Widow and Wonder Woman. I guess. Cause I ain't say Wonder Woman's gonna flop. I just say Black Widow's gonna make more money. So I guess if Wonder Woman makes more money, I guess I can host your live streams on my channel for a week or something.
Oh, all right. I'll take that bet.
Oh my.
You gotta make me a mod.
Never.
I haven't been on for a while. I need to do a bit of a check-in here. How many subs is it that General Zod's got to get to before he breaks something with his head again?
Oh.
It's 400 or no, 1,000. If I reach 1,000, I'm gonna do a thick board. One of the really thick boards. I'm just gonna break that fucker with my head.
What about your mini challenges? Like you have your 400 coming up, your 500. You gotta have like steps. You know what I mean?
Okay, so for my 400, I will on stream drink a whole entire bottle of Jack.
Oh God!
Hey.
And you don't know what'll happen on that stream.
For your 500 subs, you gotta eat one of those hot ass chips.
Man,
that'd be fine. That's a normal day. I'll do that.
Real talk. I wish you two were like Twitch, cause like on Twitch you could like buy subs and all that stuff. So like, that would be cool. I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy y'all this much. Well, I can buy you subs. It's just they might go away after a couple of months.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so thank you everybody. Get me to that 400 and you get to see Zod handle Earth alcohol. He doesn't handle it very well.
As long as you don't talk about sucking things and doing things with other people around, you're cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
No. It might just be I take my shirt off or something like that.
We've already done that.
What makes you think we want to see you with your shirt off?
We've already seen this in the dojo.
Well, I was getting scared there for a minute because you said you'll drink all of Jack. I didn't realize.
Oh my!
Oh God! Jack? What a lucky fellow.
PB just happened to walk in on that. PB, I apologize for bitchy.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to last night.
Man.
So,
man.
Yeah, sorry, PB.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm on the Black Widow side.
Well, you know what? I'm on the Wonder Woman side. So we got Perp, Stevie, and me. Who else? Squirrel. Are you gonna make it tied 3-3? You going Black Widow, or are you gonna go Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Choose wisely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You people are voting against the Disney machine.
Exactly.
Unwise.
Who would have thought it?
I mean, I do feel a little bit bad because I'm betraying my Jewish roots, but oh well.
Oh my God.
You are betraying everything you stand for, lonely man.
Black Widow.
Yeah, well,
Black Widow is going to come out, right?
I'm not betraying anyone because my Amazonian roots, I just feel it with Wonder Woman. I feel my Amazonian coming through.
Oh my!
This is why I like. This is why I like Wonder Woman's odds, because it's been like 3 years since the first one, but also it's got more to lose than Black Widow. Black Widow is going to come out. It's going to be average. It's going to be an average movie, and people are going to overhype it, regardless. But
that sounds like Wonder Woman to me.
No.
Oh, shots fired.
I mean, that's what happened, right? I mean, Wonder Woman's average at best, but everyone was acting like it was the greatest thing ever because it's a woman superhero movie.
No, it's
But
because
look
it's
at
Gal
the
Gadot.
movies. One
That
movie
too.
just pretty much. We just talked about this. Like Black Widow's just gonna be, oh, let's just fight the evil version of myself. Where Wonder Woman, we don't really know where that's gonna go.
No, well, evil version, kind of. It's the blackface version.
God bless America, dude.
Welcome to
I
the
assume the person wearing the mask is Justin Trudeau.
Welcome to the Phantom Zone for all 11 people and anyone who's popping in and out watching. If you're new to this, hit that like button. And I'm not Justin Proper. Subscribe. If you are just on the fence, subscribe to General Zod. You get more of this wacky fucking conversation. But I'm gonna switch gears a little bit.
Before you
We're gonna
switch
talk
gears,
about.
I'm gonna need you to get it together. Like I need you to start having like 20 people in here, bro. Like stop tweeting your links 4 hours before the stream, bro. like street.
Or
Like,
if you're gonna do it 4 hours before, then you gotta do it 3 hours before, and then 2 hours before, and then an hour before.
There you go.
I retweeted it when I popped on, so at least there's that. I don't have much to contribute, but I did retweet it.
I didn't know Mad Squirrel was gonna be here, so the tweet that I sent out earlier was only talking about the other minorities that are on the panel.
What's going on?
If you're going to change the tweeting schedule there, can you let me know? Because I'm pretty sure I clicked on last week's link.
Oh God.
Steamy, set your clock.
Right, I'm adjusting it now.
So that's pretty interesting. So that's gonna be interesting to see either way. So it's what Mad Squirrel, Stevie, and me, Wonder Woman, and it's 2-3.
No, you have General Zod on your side. That's how I know I'm right.
Hey,
man.
Hey,
Oh, no.
the raccoons are almost always never wrong.
Almost. Oh Lord. Gary North in chat says, "Perp, remember the rollout they did for WW84? Black Widow would never generate that kind of hype."
Word.
Wow.
Gary,
No,
WW84, member right here. Good man, Gary. Good man.
Dr. Jägermeister says that Justin Trudeau is the biological son of Fidel Castro. Prove me wrong.
I can't.
I know.
Just before we move on, I just wanted to pick up on something that LB said before about Wonder Woman. And I agree, like it wasn't a mind-blowing film, but I think what they did right with Wonder Woman, why it was popular, is because they got the relationship with her and Steve right. So she had vulnerability and she still needed him, even though she was a superhero, whatever. So I think that's what they got right with it. Whether they could do that again in a sequel, to some extent, I don't know. But that, for me, was what made it better than most generic superhero movies.
Hey,
That's true.
I ain't mad at nobody like Wonder Woman. You know, I just ain't a fan. I'm just not a fan. But hey,
he's just riding that MCU train. You know what? This is that DC MCU argument that we always have.
Hold up. We'll get back to that. But Gary North said, so let me just let you know, Mr. Gary North, my friend from across the pond. This Wonder Woman hype over Black Widow thing is fake news, buddy. Because the Black Widow trailer has way more views than the Wonder Woman trailer, buddy.
Not even close.
I want numbers. I want numbers, LB.
The Black Widow trailer that came out at 3 a.m. has 40 million views. That's on the Marvel channel. The Wonder Woman trailer, 27 million views.
And it's how old?
They came out the same time. Like the Wonder Woman trailer came out, I think, a week before Black Widow trailer.
How about the second trailer? How's that looked?
For which one? Black Widow?
Both.
Oh, hold on.
Because I know there was a lot of hype for that Black Widow
trailer, haven't they?
I thought there was a second trailer for Wonder Woman, but I'm just curious because there was so much hype for the Black Widow, and and everyone did watch it, but it wasn't all for those reasons of interest necessarily because it started going around. It wasn't such a great trailer. So.
Hey, we facts don't care about opinions.
So, real quick, let me get to what Trey Courtney said. And I do agree with you, Trey. Tenet is going to be better than both. Yes, Christopher Nolan for life. I do agree.
That's completely like left field there, but good job, Trey.
I didn't touch that LB. That means the interest was high before people saw the trailer. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. It's like, because with that Black Widow, there was so much anticipation, and then a lot of people weren't that interested after seeing that first trailer.
Hey. All I'm saying is this. You can't say this hype for Wonder Woman was way more than Black Widow when the numbers say a completely different thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's the numbers for the second trailer? What's the numbers for the second trailer?
The second trailer for Black Widow, which was the special look, got 6 million views. No. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's the one that came out today.
Okay.
Where is it? I just had it up. No. Hold on. I'm just counting the ones from the official channel trailers. But the special look got 3 million views, but that also came on TV. The Wonder Woman.
I think Black Widow could win this competition if they get a little bit more PC with the name and call it Person of Color or Spider of Color film.
That works.
They're being a little bit too racially charged, if you ask me.
I'm looking for the trailer. The second Wonder Woman one. I don't see it on the channel.
Oh shit!
They only put out one.
That's rough.
The first.
They don't have a secondary.
Oh, okay. Well,
they don't need a second.
Well, people, the lonely man wins again.
No, that's because Wonder Woman only needed one.
Boom.
Wonder Woman only needed one to get people hyped. They don't need a bunch of them leading up.
And Wonder Woman's going to come out with the final trailer. You're ridiculous.
I seen the second trailer in the theater when I went to see The Way Back.
It's because people heard that Wonder Woman was coming out. Didn't need to see a trailer. They just went, oh, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I'll go see that. So they'll Whereas with Black Widow,
100 TV.
I better check out this trailer because it might be shit.
I bet one thing y'all could say probably is more true is Gal Gadot probably got more Google searches in the images than Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I love both of them. I'm so conflicted.
Sure about that, but maybe.
Oh man.
Scarlett Johansson been being searched for longer.
I know it's off topic or whatever really quick, but Gary North pointed out Dune will be the most visually stunning movie of the year. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, Gary, actually, on that movie. Dune?
Dune?
Yeah.
I never watched that movie.
Man.
Dune is a great cinematic film. I love it.
It ain't for us, bro.
I was about to say it for white people.
Clearly.
All right, so before I get started, I'm just going to say, I'm going to bring a real, actual, factual article up because fuck this.
That's
Onward is flopping bullshit that everyone is saying. And, it's because they introduced gender politics. Let me tell you something. Before we get started, and I said this in my video, and I said this on Clone Wars review on Sunday.
Hold on.
Watch this.
Before you get started, I just want to say, Mad Squirrel, you have inspired General Zod to actually use legit sources now.
Oh, God.
Your stream changed this man's life.
I've corrupted the raccoons in the dumpster. Oh, my.
Yeah, I had to let some of the raccoons go, just so you know they were heartbroken, and be careful because they're kind of pissy.
Oh, my.
But I just wanted to say, for all of you guys watching, I called out, and I'll be specific, I called out Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, World Class Bullshitters. I don't know who runs that channel, but the one guy there who was talking. Jeffrey, there we go. Fuck all of them at that station. Fuck that channel because they put out something about 100 angry moms and this big fucking gay character. Let me tell you what the gay character was. It was about 5 seconds and it was a reference. And to be honest with you, it was a very funny reference having to do with kids. It in no way, shape, or form diverted from the plot or had anything to do with ruining my enjoyability of this film. And it pisses me off that people seem to be reaching for anything because it's Disney and they're this evil empire. So we got to reach in and try to find some bullshit. Look, if you want to talk about real diversity, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I call that shit out. But just sitting here and nitpicking and not going to see a fucking movie before you report on your channel is unprofessional and bullshit. And I don't give a fuck who's peeping in, who's watching. I don't fucking care. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. And before you sit there and put out your bullshit videos, maybe you should actually go and see the fucking movie before you judge it.
So they, just for reference, they made a reviews or had commentary on a film they haven't seen.
Exactly.
Okay.
None of these
Do
people.
you know for a fact that they haven't seen it? Did they say, I didn't see the movie?
That's what I need to know.
It's gay as fuck.
Hey, Zod. This does remind me a little bit of Romper Stomper.
hey, to be
Nice.
fair,
Sat
I
through that.
perused it.
I sat through that. My God. I didn't touch
Squirrels
the
don't
movie's
get
Onward.
Hey, I got 14 people watching. Welcome.
I just did proper. He's in chat.
But yeah, there's been this reporting out, and here's the thing. I checked the channels. I made sure before I went on this rant, and no one has a review up. No one's had my thoughts afterwards. None of that. They just sit here and they grab these articles. And why are you highlighting a group that calls themselves 100 Angry Moms? That sounds like a group that's going to bitch about anything. I mean, check next week. They're probably going to bitch about a show that's you know what? They segue and say, oh, Disney brought this on themselves by pandering. Nothing came out about this film. This scene wasn't highlighted. No one came out and said they had a strong, powerful lesbian character. There was none of that. Okay? And the message of the film was actually a good message. For once, they put out a good message, and people sat there and shit all over it without even fucking watching the movie. And it fucking pisses me off because I've seen it like 3 times now. Once with the unicorn, once by myself, and, you know, the daughter. She loved it. But, I mean, this is the bullshit that makes our argument look bad, because when you nitpick and you try to go after every little thing just for fucking clicks, then no one's going to take the actual message seriously. So, fuck that bullshit. Let's get to this article.
I just want to let you know, Curtis YZ called you out.
Oh,
Curtis
I didn't
Busy.
see that. I was on my rant. What did Kurt say?
Curtis says, is it BS in the name? LOL, Zod. If you don't like them, don't watch them. Don't turn into Mad Max now.
He did respond though, and he said, "Oh, I take that back. Valid point, Zod."
Oh, come on now.
Yes, I'm sorry. He did a little addendum there, but
Zod
yeah.
had a valid point. It was bound to happen eventually.
No,
Really quick, I've got to get going, guys, but it's good that the time zone's back because I'll be able to join a bit more regularly now. So.
Stevie, we
Stevie.
need to talk about that dingo, mate.
We do, mate. Absolutely.
My wife
God, I
is
just put on-
crazy.
I just put on the worst Australian accent I've ever had.
No shit. Like, you're from there. You don't have to use an accent. You can just talk.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
That's terrible. Oh, it's good.
And, like,
Stevie, man.
I
Salute,
want to
man.
point out what Cybernetic Husky said, and now this is a valid point. Thank you,
Yeah.
Cybernetic. And if you want to make a critique, right here what he said. Onward had terrible marketing. The first trailer, it looked good. The other ones made it look boring, in my opinion.
I agree.
See,
with
that's
that.
valid points. The marketing for this was not the best. It's kind of a different style than Pixar has done. But to just sit there and highlight something that's not in the movie is my issue. Like, if you're going to make bold claims, then you should have at least seen the film and been able to pick out the scene. Because I could tell you exactly where the scene is and what was said and the context of the conversation. And literally, it's a 5-second scene. Like, I had to look it up on Google before I went in because I wanted to see what the big, like, hype was. And when I heard it, me and Bitchy looked at each other and she was like, that's it? I guess so. This is the thing everyone's pissy about. And it's like, why? Like, this fake outrage bullshit has to stop. Like, it just diminishes the whole fucking point of the argument. So I'm going to bring in an actual real fucking article that we can talk about. Welcome, Justin Proper.
Oh, I thought you were introducing me for a second. Like, let me bring in a real article. Just bring me in. I'm not an article. Like, what?
That was a great segue. I didn't even mean to set that up. Welcome.
Yeah, clearly you didn't.
Hold on a second. I have somebody in the peanut gallery that has to say something. Go ahead.
Thank you, Justin.
Hello, Mrs. PB. How are you? She has a crush on me.
Aw. Mrs. PB.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I mean, she shouldn't have a crush on me because I'm her cousin.
Cousin-in-law.
She doesn't. You're good,
Cousin-in-law.
LB. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
No, in-laws are all free game.
Oh my.
Apparently, they're not related.
Oh, okay.
If we're gonna go with that logic,
Okay, and on that very
that
awkward
was-
thing,
that
I'm
was-
just I'm gonna read an article.
that wasn't brought up by me. There was,
Just an
So,
maybe this is
the-
your fault.
this article is brought to us by the playlist. It is written by Charles Barfield, and it is entitled Onward stalls at the box office, but the corona virus probably isn't to blame. As far as the world's population goes, coronavirus has been in people's minds for weeks now. But over the last 2 weeks, in particular, it's felt the outbreak of the illness has gained more headlines in the world of film and TV due to cancellations of festivals and the threat of cinemas shutting down around the world. Obviously, this has already happened in China. So, with the debut of Pixar's Onward, the first major worldwide tentpole debut since coronavirus has really become headline news, how would an illness affect the box office? Well, that's a complicated issue. For Pixar, thus parent company of Disney, the box office debut of Onward is a mixed bag. Sure, it's a worldwide #1 debut and probably well on its way to profitability. So they're saying it's a mixed bag, but it's profitable. Typical tabloid shit. But it's not as if any of the other issues were ever in question. But numbers, those aren't too hot. Domestically, Onward scored a 3-day total of 40 million, which is on the lower end of expectations from the studio, as many saw this film as a potential overperformer. I mean, Pixar is Pixar after all. But before we go into the worldwide discussion, it's important to note that the domestic total, despite being low for a Pixar film, isn't as easily chalked up to pandemic fear or anything like that. We could be looking at the film as having a case of good old-fashioned underperforming, and the stats back up the hypothesis. Sure, scoring an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes is a fairly good feat for a major film to become a box office smash hit. Bullshit. But when you take Onward's tomato meter score compared to its ghosts of past Pixar films, it's not such a great number. Of the 21 movies that Pixar released, 86%, but Onwards is on the lower half of the bunch. beating the likes of films such as Brave, Monsters University, The Good Dinosaur, the Three Car films, films such as the Toy Story franchise, Finding Nemo and Dory, and the standalone picture like Up routinely are mid to high 90% on the Rotten Tomatoes. So the critics' aggregate score does indicate that Onward isn't a film is likely going to go down as a true Pixar
It's
classic.
going to go downward.
All right.
I've been
I-
looking up articles, and there's one article that's the headline is Disney's Onward isn't a flop yet.
So
Like,
let me.
wow. I just thought that was funny.
I paid no attention to this movie because honestly, it didn't look good to me or interesting to me, and like I wasn't gonna go see it because I haven't seen one Pixar movie in the theaters anyway. But anyway, the box office. I mean, we have the coronavirus out there, right? So that could play a part into it. Also another part, like I forgot who said it in the chat, is like it didn't really market this movie too good. Like, what was the movie exactly? Because I didn't get a sense of what the movie was about in the trailers. But
Yeah, the trailer wasn't that good. I agree with Cybernetic because honestly, that's why I was like questioning Zod about. I'm like, how did you like it? Because I didn't know what to take away from it. I know there's something about their, these two boys looking, or one of them was looking for his father. I didn't know. I was trying to kind of piece it together.
Right. And
Well,
and also,
He liked it
Oh, I'm sorry.
because the little dictator liked it.
so I was gonna add like. So these buffoons out here talking about the movie is a flop or it's not floppy yet. Well, there's a difference between Onward and say A Birds of Prey. This is a kids movie, and kids movies usually have longer legs than typical movies like A Birds of Prey, which is rated R. So anyone that's using the reason that this movie underperformed because it has a fictional character that allegedly likes their own gender, they're just stupid.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The movie is actually, I'm gonna say right now, I can only talk from my theater's perspective, but I do know other theaters in the area. It is performing very strongly in the cinemas right now. There's big crowds. It's one of the biggest draws in the movie theaters right now. So, I like to see what the numbers are going to be in the next couple of weeks. So probably make some profit. But the thing that pissed me off is, like you said, LB, these articles and these videos coming out saying how it's a flop. I hate when people put out box office predictions like the first couple of days that the fucking movie is out, or the first week. You cannot tell. And especially now with the coronavirus shaking things up, apparently, which, Squirrel, I wanted to get to you because you got a whole bunch of facts about the coronavirus. What do you think box office-wise is going to be affected by the virus? Yeah, I'm putting your skills to the test.
Well, based on the way that things are, because obviously the Asian markets are going to be like where all the cash is. And they're pushing, I honestly think they should be pushing off any what do you call it, debuts. They've already had to, especially with the 007 one was one of the big ones that they discussed. And of course you have Milan, that's whatever. That their market, they were pandering mostly this film to that market, in my opinion, anyway, just because of the incorporation of the Chinese government into making that movie. But a lot of the stuff is going to get pushed. I think they should be pushing this out, if not going to kind of like streaming these, like we had talked about this before, about streaming some of these brand new releases on actual platforms, especially in places that are in quarantine or they're not able to access, the theaters. And if you look at Italy, which is a complete 100% lockdown now, the whole country is in a red zone, which means they're under quarantine in general. That means they can't attend any of these things. And we don't know how long that's going to last because the outbreak is still, the numbers in Italy are outstandingly high. So a lot of these markets, like in Europe especially, it's going to hit it's going to hit regardless. And I think the movie theaters are bracing for that. They already know a lot of these, there's been a ton of articles already. They've had to cancel a lot of events. Unlike LA, who likes to have marathons in the middle of an outbreak, because YOLO for California. I don't know, but it's just the way that they're handling a lot of this in the States is, in my opinion, very sloppy. CDC is useless. I don't know why they exist anymore. They need more funding or they need more intelligence, one or the other. I'd say both. But overseas,
I say both as well.
it's ridiculous. It's so overseas. You're seeing these numbers. People are like, oh, well, people are overreacting. I've seen a lot of that self-soothing on social media. But these film industries like Paramount, Warner Brothers, all of them, they're not just saying the same thing, if you notice, because they know that globally this is going to hit the market really hard. So they're having to make they actually coordinated committees for this, So the coronavirus is being taken very seriously because it is going to prevent people from going to movie theaters, which you should not go to a movie theater, during a pandemic, which is what this is, despite what the WHO says. So
Right. What if you have a movie theater in your home?
well, that's
Okay.
different in your house. You're not going to be exposed to mass crowds. So in my opinion, yeah, you can, I think they should go to streaming. I think they should stream a lot of these new films out instead of putting them into actual movie theaters because they're not going to get their numbers. They're going to have a hit. It's just try to take the least amount of the hit as possible. But it's very irresponsible to do any kind of movie premieres in the middle of this, even in the United States. We're still very early on. And watching all this historically over the last, I don't know, since early January when it was officially announced, even though it's been going on in China as an example since early December, that we're following a very similar pattern in every one of these countries. Italy, I don't know what the hell is going on in Italy, but Italy's at 9,172 cases with 463 people that are dead, 733 are in serious condition, and only 724 people have recovered. And this is across Italy alone. And you see the numbers. With Iran and China, I understand how these things got out of control because of their quality of living, the way that their governments are run. But these numbers are starting to build up in other countries, and people are now starting to take it seriously, like, oh, we should probably quarantine. We should probably have people not go to events. We should probably cancel movie premieres or movie theater functions, things like that. And I talked to Brian, the Observer, the other day, and he was talking about how badly it's affected him because a lot of these venues are now having to close because the liability is if you have, let's say, South by Southwest was one in Austin, they just canceled. And that's the first time since 35 years this concert's been going on, and they canceled it because the last thing they want is to have a coronavirus patient or somebody who is asymptomatic attend that function, spread it at their function, and then they have a terrible reputation. So the cruise lines and all these other things are connected to it as well. The thing is that Westerners have this idea, well, we're cleaner, we're a better country. It's this pedestaling effect. And I honestly, if we had the adequate testing here in the United States, we would be seeing the numbers that we don't want to see. And that's, to me, that's probably the reason why we haven't had adequate testing yet. And the other problem is that the testing that we do have is not even 100% accurate because this type of virus can give people false negatives. So they could have the disease, the virus, and then not show up on a test. It can sit in incubation for up to, in some cases, 27 days. The average is 7 to 14 days incubation, but they really don't know because the damn strand is mutated now multiple times. And they knew this back in January, but now they're finally admitting it in our media here in the States. So we really don't know enough about this virus. People say it's like the flu, and it's all this ignorance. This is all bullshit, The CDC, the WHO, they can both kiss my ass. They've done no favors to American citizens. And you're starting to see it go through I'm just waiting for the whole house to get it at this point. And maybe people will give a shit then. It only affects people when it affects children and when it affects highbrow celebrities or politicians. That's the only time it matters. And that should be your biggest red flag. So with the way that this disease spread in China, yeah, they have a lot of pollution. They have a terrible, quality of life. So with this virus, the way that it's come into these countries and wiped clean some of these areas, we're never going to truly know the real numbers in places like China or Iran. Even in other countries, I would argue, just because it's about economics and politics, right? But in our own country, we should be aware that just because we haven't hit those thousands numbers that we see in other countries, we are headed there pretty quickly. We just do not have the testing. So right now we're at 702 cases. It does affect all ages. It isn't something that is only specific to the elderly. Obviously, it's going to go for the weaker first. So you're going to have like people who have bad immune systems, or maybe they have underlying health conditions, whatever that is, cardiac issues, so on. But it's affecting children just as much as it's affecting adults. And the other problem is that there's already been stories, and I'm trying not to, what's the word, elaborate negatively as much, but I have to be honest. There's already been stories of people not being properly diagnosed with it who have already died. So the problem is that the government hasn't had sufficient testing, so we wouldn't even know the true numbers yet. But take this as seriously as possible. It's not a joke. If people want to believe Trump, that's fine. You go ahead and do that. Wait 3 months, see how you feel. But for right now, we don't know the long-term effects of this. So it would be smart on movie industries, very smart, to move in a direction that decreases the likelihood of having a bad stigma related to one of your films or a premiere or any kind of major event. I think that there's a lack of maturity when handling this. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of political bullshit. And this is the reason why people end up getting killed in wars, is because of people picking a side, right, as an example, and saying, well, my side is better than your side. The virus doesn't give a shit about your political party, and it doesn't give a shit about your movies or your functions or your friends or who your family is. It is going to affect every one of us, even if that's in daily living. We have to worry about how other people react and how people are maturely handling shit. So I've seen a lot of self-soothing bullshit on social media. It pisses me off. And I just kind of ignored it, because in the end, I'm like, well, let's wait 3 months. You can keep telling everybody it's the flu or just a cold and you shouldn't overreact. But when it starts to affect your bread and butter, and these people start to...
It'll be fine. There are humanitarians in Oklahoma that'll take care of me instead of LB's mother.
Anyway, that's
I'm
all.
trying to forget about that.
Oh, God.
Well,
So bad.
no,
Oh, God. Sorry. But yeah. So, I mean, that's the summary
Oh
of it.
my lord!
It's a lie.
And now,
Do it.
Zod is gone. Thank goodness.
Thank
That's a
God.
good thing, right?
That means it's the perp show.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
Bow down
I
to
was
me.
so scared. I had to take a moment, take a time out. The squirrel just dropped a lot of shit on
Yeah,
us,
who blew
and
me?
Sorry.
On fire. More like you.
But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on, and I think it's just obviously don't panic, don't lose your mind over it, but think smart, think shelf life, think long term, because you don't really know if your area will have a case. And the problem is, once you have a community spread, that's a whole nother story. Like California has a community spread, actually several. And you look at Washington, there's a very good example of community spread, which means that individual isn't tied to something. It's just moving through the community of a spread. So it's just being aware of your environment. I have friends in Arizona. I have friends in family and friends actually all the way around the country. And I've been talking to each one of them, and the hospitals are in, it depends on where you're at, but there's a lot of stuff going on because they don't have testing. So they're having a lot of these cases popping up in places like, Washington's without a doubt a problem. Arizona is another issue because now they're showing that there's a strong possibility of a community spread, but they don't have the testing done, and they're going through the process of trying to figure out where it came from and how it got there and so on. But it's about being safe. And if you have family members, especially older people or somebody who has just immunodeficiencies or whatever it is, just be proactive, get your vitamins in you, don't go flipping out and buying fucking toilet paper. Don't worry about the toilet paper, man. We make our own toilet paper. I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Hold up, what?
That's been happening at all the Costco's in California.
Oh.
I know. Every time I've gone in, I could never find any toilet paper. It's all gone, all of it, pallets.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a shitty situation.
It's a shit show.
Yeah. I like squirrels better. Sorry, Zod.
Well, it's really sad because the water. I understand the water thing. Okay, I totally get that. But the toilet paper, and I'm like, listen, that's like the least of your concerns. And the issue is with the hand sanitizer like this, I understand that's what the CDC said, and people are going to follow what they were instructed, and I understand. But hand sanitizers are, in order for it to kill this particular virus, needs to be over 60%. And these,
Well,
most hand sanitizers are not.
let me check mine right now.
What did they say about getting a flu shot?
Shit.
Mine is 70%.
Okay, that's good.
So
Nice.
between that and my flu shot, I'm good.
I'm waiting on those tickets to Seattle, LB. You're gonna go to Seattle and do some on the ground reporting?
Nope. I'm never. Why do I need to do
I
the cave?
I have a super chat from Curtis YZ. He says, "It's okay, everyone. Calmly drive as fast as you can to every grocery store and gas station for bread, eggs, as much toilet paper as you can. Okay, and go."
I thought California was buying all the toilet paper to throw at the establishment.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, there's some scary facts. Squirrel, I appreciate you scaring the shit out of everyone.
Sorry. I'm just I
Can't
think
scare me.
so much is misinformation, and there's like people saying, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's just this. It's just that." And I'm like, listen, you have to look at the trends of this disease in each country, and each one has different. I understand social and cultural norms, right, that contribute or don't contribute to the spread. But what's happened in Italy is that to me is a European country. France is seeing it. UK is seeing it. If the United States would get our testing set up, believe me, I really do believe we would see a lot more cases. It's just the way their testing is so insufficient and not doing it accurately. And on top of it, the quarantines. I don't understand. This is the most dysfunctional handling of a crisis I've ever seen. The stock market is a whole nother problem. Everyone's seen that, I'm sure, today in the news.
Oh yeah, the stock market was going ape shit.
Oh yeah, I am not happy about that.
Yeah, me either. My stocks is not looking stocky.
Man, it's really intense though. I was like, what was it, like 2000? It opened up and it just tanked, and it was down like negative 2,000 points, and then it went up a little bit, and then they had to stop it because it was I think it tanked again. It went down below 24,000. I think it's around 23. I have to look at it. It's been a while since I watched the numbers for the markets, but I mean, crude oil was that when we were on air last night talking, it was at $29 for crude oil. And I was like, whoa, mama. Yeah. So I don't know where it is right now, but good news, gas is cheaper. Bad news is you probably can't go anywhere. It's terrible. Oh, God.
Zod is not afraid of Earth viruses. I will fly to my destination anyways.
There's a lot of stuff going on with the markets. I know, I know the Saudi Arabia and Russia having it out contributed to that market. It wasn't just the corona, but there was a bit of a trade war going on between Saudi Arabia and Russia, and that also drove it down. Plus rumors also that the Saudi Arabian, quote, president or whatever passed away this week were floating around. So there's a lot of, stuff going on with the markets in general, but the corona did not help.
When you say passed away, you make it sound like it was natural.
I know, it's more like War of the Roses shit, so I don't know.
It was natural, like the coronavirus.
Yeah.
In nature.
He's dead for some reason.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. It all makes sense. It's all interconnected.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to definitely bring you on for these facts, and people, listen to Mad Squirrel because she's the most factual here. Someone throw up Mad Squirrel's channel with a link, and if you're new here, go ahead and go subscribe to Mad Squirrel, because let me tell you something. When I was on her stream, that's the most I've ever been quiet on a stream.
So let me get this straight. The forward circle got you all woke, and you just finally decided to start listening to Mad Squirrel after all these months?
Yes! Mad Squirrel's gonna save a dictator's life.
The reason why I did it was because I noticed that there was a lot of like miscommunications, and at the time, this was well before it hit the States too, when we were talking about this. And I co-hosted with Big Rich, and he and I talked about it. Then Brian, we brought Brian on and started bringing on other people because there's a lot of fear around this. And the thing is I don't care what the hell this is. I don't know. They don't have an answer where it came from. You know, you have Iran and China blaming the U.S. that this is a bioweapon U.S. made, and I'm like, okay. For all we know, their countries made this and had an oopsie. Like, we really don't know where this came from yet. They've tried to say bats, that doesn't match up. There's a lot of weird stuff. So I was like, well, let's keep track of this and write it down and go over notes. And we go back to some of the news roundtables. We were calling shit out then that's happening now. And a lot of it's about our mainstream media does not, I don't know, it's a lot of just panic and political bullshit. And honestly, I don't really care. I'm waiting for the fucking after. Like, I'm getting to that.
Hey, but like, yeah, for everyone that's not subscribed to Mad Screw, you should. Like, she just gave you all this knowledge right here. So like, why would not subscribe? Like, me, PB, and Perp, you know, we're on the stream. We're there for security reasons, for to help Big Rich out, because you know Mad Screw bullies him. But yeah, we're there.
So, Bobby's mommy told me that coronavirus came from the devil.
Well,
Yes,
that could be
Stephen
very
King
accurate.
said the same thing. Look, I have a theory. Read The Stand. If
Yeah,
you
I
read The Stand,
Did you just tell
all
me
the
to
same
read a fucking
symptom.
book?
Yes, I am,
No.
PB. It
No.
will save your life.
Oh my
Okay, what's the
God, not
movie
a
version of this
Stephen King
book?
Gary,
No, it's a
It was with
miniseries.
Gary Sinise.
yeah.
It's called The Stand. Go watch it.
No, that kind of sucks too.
If
What
the
does he
devil,
stand on?
if
A
the
white
devil
woman?
was- oh my, oh my.
Stands on the patriarchy.
Oh, we found it. It was funny. We've been talking about this for days. There's so much. There was a story, and I know this is like a little off topic, but not really. But there was a story out of New York City, right, where they were having the inmates make hand sanitizers through the state.
Ew.
I'm not even.
Cuomo, Governor Cuomo of New York.
Yes, and I'm like, I saw that and I was like, what? And the thing was is that the inmates themselves don't even have hand sanitizer. So there's your irony. So Cuomo comes out today on his little press conference he had in New York. Cuomo, that guy. He got on there and he's like, oh, well, this is just a shout out to, you know, Amazon and eBay. If you guys keep gouging your prices, our product is much better than yours. I was like, what the hell? I was like, and I retweeted it, so it's on my Twitter. And I was like, and the dude that
What did he say?
he said that, you know, Mr. Amazon and Mr. eBay, you know, if you don't stop price gouging on hand sanitizer, our product by far is higher quality and, you know, better distribution. I was like, wow, what a time to be. The dude that I follow is Quote the Raven on Twitter. Awesome. And
Never more.
exactly. He goes, what a time to be alive. I'm like, exactly. This is just surreal shit right now. So yeah, you can get your inmate hand sanitizer in New York City if you need it.
Oh Jesus! So I'm gonna steer things back. This goes back to a stream that me, LB, and PB had. We talked about censorship. This is a completely, totally bad segue, but you know, here I go. We talked about censorship and people bitching and complaining, and I want to bring up real censorship from a real article that really happened. Actually, too, I used to watch this show, but our political views are a little bit different, so I don't watch it as much because it turned into a sort of Trump bashing every night, and the humor kind of waved a little bit. But comedian John Oliver slammed Hotstar. And I'm going to get into this because this has to do with Disney and Disney censoring. And there was a bullshit thing that came out with the Clone Wars that said Disney censored the Clone Wars. And I'm going to read an article that actually talks about real censorship. and
Who said they censored the Clone Wars?
the Geeks and Gamers crowd, RK Outpost, and Jeremy did a video, and a bunch of other people who watched the episode and said it was good, but George Lucas, blah 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 blah, fucking blah. So I'm gonna read a real,
What do you
actual
mean, George
censorship.
Lucas? Blah blah fucking blah.
Oh God.
What I
You're gonna
mean
ask him
is,
a question and you want him to like rationalize himself?
Yeah.
Oh.
what I
You
mean
can
is,
rationalize what you said.
what I mean is, they came out and they were talking in this video about these unreleased episodes and how they were all blocked and pulled down, and it was them shitting all over George Lucas's legacy and all of this other stuff.
The
And
episodes
here's the
that were
deal.
released.
Yeah, there were unreleased episodes that were supposed to be part of the final season, but they were showed at a gathering or a celebration, and then
Yeah.
they've been up on YouTube, and Disney just blocked all of them. There's a couple of reasons why. One, they look like shit. They were unfinished animation, okay? They were just rough ideas, and they were sitting here picking
Yeah,
parts
no,
from
I mean,
the
I
different episodes.
saw them. I saw them. But
Yeah, and-
I
and
didn't really understand, what was going on, but
Yeah, and here's the thing. Those episodes were rough ideas, right? Now,
Mhm.
they're trying to connect the conspiracy theory that, they're censoring it. But what it is companies, any television show, anything that puts out a fucking idea, right? They will cut certain scenes out because it doesn't make sense to the story. So the big thing was this destructo droid was supposed to kill this villager in a scene, and that was cut from this episode. And instead, they had a clone who was saved at the last minute. Watch episode 3; it was amazing. But anyways, so it played out differently, and they were saying, "Oh, here we go, Kathleen Kennedy cut out a scene, and they changed stuff in the episode, and blah blah blah." And it was like, no, the way they set up the episode from the last week was if they put that scene in that particular way, it wouldn't have made sense to the story. So it wasn't them censoring anything. It was a writer going through and saying, hey, this doesn't make sense to the fucking story, so I'm not going to put it in there. We're going to change the scene. A lot of shows do it. It made complete sense. And everyone claims that it's censorship, and it's not. That's why I brought up this article tonight, because I'm going to actually talk about how they blocked a complete episode of a show. Now that is censoring something. So, and this is owned by Disney. Comedian John Oliver slammed Hotstar for failing to release an episode of his HBO show Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, dated 25th of February, which was critical of the Mahdi industry. He called out the streaming service act of self-censorship and said that the platform has edited at least 3 other episodes in the last few months. The comedian referenced an episode on the U.S. Census in which he had a clip of an ad from the 80s featuring Mickey Mouse and joked that Mickey was a cocaine addict.
Oh, that's so fucking delicious.
Which I'm gonna go through and watch this episode because I have HBO streaming. John Oliver, I give him one thing: his fucking impressions are hilarious. Like, he'll put up clips and stuff, but that sounds like hilarious. Hotstar cut the joke out entirely with a jarring transition to a close-up of Oliver's face. Another joke about Donald Duck's penis being shaped like a corkscrew. In an episode on China's one-child policy was also similarly censored. Disney owns Star Indian properties, including Hotstar, as part of a deal in 2019. I frankly resent that fictionally accurate joke being cut out of almost more than I resent the mod episode being pulled, Oliver said. Referencing the character voice in The Lion King, he said, and let me say this to Hotstar right now. If you think that you have to remove anything that reflects poorly on Disney from this show, I have some bad news for you, my friend. I'm fucking Zazu right here. Anything that comes out of this beak is a Disney fact. Oliver also shared a clip.
Oh my god, he's not Zazu. The other guy is Zazu.
Oliver,
Mr. Bean, I think. Okay.
Oliver also shared a clip.
I'm not kidding.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oliver also shared a clip of Arnab Goswim's response following the Mahdi episode, of which the Republic TV anchor referred to him as an ignoramus of exceedingly global proportions. A man whose only job is as a comedian. He's not even smart enough to be his to be a satirist. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Satirist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone who does satire.
Yeah.
For a living.
The comedian mocked Gaslin's tactics, calling him the Tucker Carlson of Indian TV, a reference to the conservative Fox News host.
Tucker Carlson?
Yeah. He called him the Tucker Carlson.
Oh God.
Like
Indian TV.
News? Like the guy who just like stares at somebody when they're talking, like he has no idea, like he's like confused of like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like he has that what the fuck kind of face all the time. Is that what they're referring to?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, that's what he
what the fuck?
No, the other Tucker Carlson.
So let me go down the panel. Like, this to me seems like real censorship because they actually changed an already aired episode. So, LB, what do you think about this whole thing?
I don't care.
Oh wow. Musical number.
Damn it, you stole my line, you son of a bitch.
He loves it.
Oh.
I mean,
Continue the song.
you know, this right here is like actual censorship, like pulling actually whole episodes or completely editing something that, I don't know, by definition is what censoring is. And here's the thing. This online site is supposed to show uncut episodes because it's streaming. So they edited a streaming service that plays uncut materials. Like every other episode has all of the language, all of the jokes, all of the references. It was just these specific jokes that referenced any Disney product was censored and or removed.
I mean,
they fucking completely removed one episode.
I mean, I'm not mad at them because it's like they're protecting their brand. They're very protective of the Mickey Mouse. Like seriously, like just think about it. They don't put out movies featuring Mickey Mouse. You know, they rarely do anything with Mickey Mouse except for like little kids and stuff. So I ain't mad. You know, sometimes I try to censor y'all when y'all be on my stream, but y'all don't listen.
Hey, Zod tries to be PG. You really got to watch out for PB.
All of y'all.
Sure.
But no, but that's, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong saying this is censorship. Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect example. Not putting a clip from an unfinished episode into the final episode is not censorship.
Exactly. And I brought this up because this was about our discussion.
Oh, but LB, don't you know that you could just finish the clip? Why can't you finish it?
Exactly. You so woke.
That should be the argument they're making. Shouldn't that be?
Yeah, I mean that
They
is an
most
argument.
they most likely used a completely different software or whatever for this new Clone Wars, whatever. So it would look outdated if they would have even used that. So
Why can't they just recreate it? They already have the models. Why can't they just put that in there? Why can't they just finish the episode? They already have the blueprints.
You're right.
It's the flow of the storytelling, though. I mean, clearly.
Look, man.
Okay.
These people make up videos and make up facades and stuff. Like, you think they know about storytelling?
I know. I'm
Well,
getting deep with it.
if you imagine like those clips in the episode, like what do you imagine? Like would it change it? How would it
Nope.
change it? What difference would it make?
None.
I'm asking because I
Oh.
haven't seen it, so I have
Me
no
either.
idea. So I'm just asking.
I haven't seen it because, like,
I thought you
when they,
guys.
when,
I thought you guys like did. Like,
no, we saw the final. I saw the final episode, but like when they released these unfinished episodes years ago, I didn't watch them because like I
last
don't.
year, that
Yeah,
celebration.
yeah, I don't want to watch unfinished work. Like I don't even watch those like on the bonus scenes or deleted scenes. Like they have like the animation instead of the actual live action because they didn't actually shoot it. I don't care to see that stuff.
Well then, are you able to?
Yeah.
Okay, well then why don't you watch it so you're able to educate yourself on the reason why people are upset?
All right.
No, people are upset because the clips were blocked, and the running theory is that the new episodes that are coming out are being radically changed, and all of the normal stuff.
Well, does everyone have like access to the clips?
No, they blocked the unfinished stuff.
Oh, they did?
The
Yeah.
streams? Well, I'm pretty sure that I could just find
No.
them.
Listening to this guy, it's on YouTube right now. I just found it.
Yeah. According to the videos, they blocked the unaired episodes.
I'm looking at it right now. The last episode.
Interesting.
See, you be trying to I'm gonna let you slide because you're trying to convert to the mad squirrelism here of talking facts, but you're still not having 100% facts.
I'm gonna say.
No, they said that they, according to the videos, they said that they blocked the unfinished episodes that were.
And I'm watching it right now on YouTube, so that was not true.
Yeah, I don't know where these people are getting facts from, but
that I could send you the video by.
The building was on fire. The 3 raccoons escaped with these alleged facts.
So General, where exactly is this scene in the 3rd episode they removed?
I feel like we're missing something. If we're still
Zod.
It's supposed to be the destructor droid that kills a random villager.
I said, when in the episode does it happen?
Oh
no, not the new episodes that
General
came
Zod,
out.
in the unfinished episode, when does it take place?
You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god, this reminds me of...
He doesn't know, LB.
This reminds me of LB saying, say it with me, LB. Zod, Phi, Yi. I just wanted to make fun of you. Anyways, continue.
Oh shit!
And you know what's funny? Like I'm looking at this unfinished episode, and there are things in this episode they removed, but I don't see anyone complaining about that.
They censored that. That's what they're worried about.
Isn't Clone Wars technically just geared towards kids?
No.
No.
Was it rated?
No. It's rated Star Wars from George Lucas.
It's rated
Fuck.
EU.
Expanded universe.
Oh God.
Dude, it came out in 2008, and I was 20 years old, and I was like, yeah, I'm watching this.
Huh.
That'd be the first thing on my agenda as a 20-year-old.
Damn right.
Okay, I see it right now. I'm looking.
Every Friday night.
Okay. So all right, I'm looking at the scene where the guy gets exploded. If this was in the actual episode, it would have not made any sense because the guy that exploded, they wasn't in the episode until after they escaped from the separatist people's base.
Yeah, because wasn't it the main
so
villager
that
guy?
makes perfect sense that everybody's being dumb as fuck.
Yeah, what's the name of, I forgot the name of it. What's the people called? The Poltech. Because you remember the Poltech
Right.
didn't show up until after they escaped. And it was like, what? Okay, y'all ain't supposed to be here. Remember that scene? But
Yeah,
in this episode, one of them was showed up in like 3 minutes. Yeah, man, this wouldn't have made any sense, man. Like, come on, let's stop it.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the flow of the episode, the way that they constructed it, and look, this isn't different from anything else that television doesn't do. One of my all-time favorite shows is Breaking Bad, and
we don't care about Breaking Bad, bro. We talking about no, but like, it's not seriously though. Not some joking stuff. Like, there is so much from this like opening scene of this episode that is not in the final episode. It's like these people found something to complain about out of nothing. They're not complaining about this other stuff. Like the episode on Clone Wars was 18 minutes. They took out. Let me see, because when does this go off? The credits go off at 21:16. Yeah, they took out about 2 minutes of footage.
Sure.
Right.
Will Gentry said that it was rated NC-17. There's some real hardcore penetration about 17 minutes in.
Thank you, Will Gentry.
I assume he's talking about that bomb that exploded
fuck.
all over everyone.
You sick English tea bag.
Oh God.
Oh shit! Man, we have 17 people watching. Welcome. You know, if
It
you
was
like this
18.
content,
You missed it, you dick.
I know. I got in. This
and then Will left, and now it's 17.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Like, when you think about it, like the scene with the explosion. You never know, that might show up in the next episode.
I know.
Interesting.
You know, that's the thing. People like I said before in my review. This is why George Lucas stopped doing this shit. Y'all can blame yourselves because you fucking crazy EU fucks sat there and said, "Oh, this isn't in the EU. This isn't in the EU. Eat the loony during canon." So George said, "Fuck y'all. I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna go on an island and just chill." And now y'all miss him, don't you?
He lives.
Everyone who talks shit is now like, George Lucas's legacy is being destroyed. Where the fuck were you guys during episodes 1, 2, and 3? Where the fuck were you guys when he was sitting there getting fucking berated, trying his best to give you a product that he thought you liked?
They were
you guys were all sitting there
a book.
berated, trying his best to give you a product.
Oh my God, the echo.
Yeah, man. Straight up, man. That mess is stupid, man. Like, don't get me started on these people, man. I don't want nobody popping up in your chat talking about tag me in.
No, and you know, I had to say my own piece because look, I love watching the Clone Wars, and you know, if that's not your thing, then that's fine. but come in and say something fucking constructive. Don't quote a book from fucking
I got something
1990.
constructive to say. What were you gonna say, Squirrel?
Oh no, Christy's in chat just saying good morning to her. She
What's
popped
up,
in.
Christy?
Okay, yeah, that's constructive. More
Okay.
so
Yeah,
than what was going off the corner.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh
So
my.
I'm gonna go to more confirming actual news. This comes to us from People Magazine, and I'm really excited about this because it's
Holy
one of
fuck,
my
that's like
favorite
a real
actors.
thing.
Yes, it's a real thing. People Magazine has Tessa Thomas confirmed Christian
Oh,
Bale will
God.
be playing a
Tessa
villain in
Thomas.
Thor
No.
4.
Thompson.
Thomas.
Yes, Tessa
Jesus.
Thomas.
Wow,
That's
No.
Thompson.
that's what I said.
No.
It's like, yeah, that's what I said. Confirmed. I said Thomas. Oh, God.
Hey, don't go Bernie voice on me.
Oh my God, no. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
So, Tessa Thompson is excited about the recent addition to the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. The actress spoke to Entertainment Tonight at the season 3 premiere of Westworld in Los Angeles on Thursday night, confirming Christian Bale, 46, had joined recent installment of the Marvel franchise. I am fucking excited. Go Bale, yes. Christian Bale is going to be playing our villain, which is going to be fantastic. I agree with you, Thompson. I've read the script. I can't tell you much. Lots of exciting text messages exchanged between Natalie Portman and I, two powerful women.
Oh,
I
God.
added that. She added, we're going to have a fun talk with Tiki Watiti, who's
Tiki
writing and directing. You know what? Yeah.
Wow.
Bruh.
What is
Come
that?
on, bruh.
Zod reads great.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hooked on Phonics with General Zod. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Fifth Lord, what up, gangster?
Some familiar faces and some new words are coming into the mix.
No.
Oh my
no.
God.
No, share the screen. Share the screen.
Why the hell do you ask me to share things? I go through this with you. I can't share anything.
No, share my screen.
Oh. Well, yes. I can do that. Why is there an angry potato? I just came in.
It might have been been the reading. I don't know.
All right. Read this.
I'm on my own screen.
It has something to do with this article about Tessa Tom.
Read. Okay.
Takawati.
I said Tiki.
Taika Waititi.
I think of like the Tiki torches.
No, like WAITITI. What does TITI spell?
I don't care, but I don't care. All I know.
How do you spell tiki?
All I know is Tessa.
Name. You don't know how to spell anything.
All I know is Tessa Thomas annoys me.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, it's not. Oh, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. How do you spell Thomas?
It's Thomas. The P is silent.
The P is silent.
THOMPSON.
I don't see a P, bruh.
You haven't seen one for 25 years.
Hey,
very true.
The P is silent.
Oh
That's how you Earthlings pronounce it, right?
I'm calling the cops. Like, oh God.
So, my whole point to this article was Christian Bale as a villain. Christian Bale is amazing. I love all of his stuff. I say his name right. What do you guys think
You
about
say it right because he's a white man.
No, I get right people's names wrong all the time.
Yeah,
I get everything
like-
wrong. You
yeah,
can't
like-
call race into this.
Native American.
You get the indigenous names wrong, but you get the white man name perfectly correct.
Oh yeah,
Right.
the
I get everything wrong.
Man, you totally butcher his name, and then the black lady, you just were just purposely like instead of Thompson, you said
Right.
Thomas just to be an asshole.
I'm a white person
Right.
name, and she just happens to be black, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna butcher this.
Because she's black.
It's not Black History Month anymore, so I can fuck up.
It's not.
Yes, it is Women's
It's
Month
March,
now.
motherfucker.
So you guys are all a bunch of
Evil.
misogynistic,
Yeah, and you
patriarch
failed that
loving.
too. You failed that too.
Even worse. Even worse.
Potatoes
Disrespecting women
cannot
and-
be
Yeah, you're a
misogynistic.
racist and a sexist.
Kurt,
You
Kurt, you see this man straight disrespecting our black queens, bro?
Right.
Good night,
Terrible.
Good night, Husky.
We'll see you, Cyber.
Zod, you dumb patriarchal male.
Yeah.
You.
I'm
how
a
dare
fucking villain.
And you have no respect for black women, obviously.
How dare you?
Terrible.
And all the indigenous people around the world. Terrible.
General Zod doesn't care about black people.
Seemed like the right time to plug Rod's channel in chat.
Shout out to all the indigenous people out there that's, living
Oh,
through the struggle.
Will has a question for you, Zod.
Yes, go ahead.
It says, Zod, genuine question. Have you ever managed to read out a full sentence without fucking it up?
That's a great question.
Read his question and we'll see.
That was the question.
Zod, genuine question. Have you ever managed to read a full sentence without fucking it up? There you go.
You ain't
When
even say
you were
genuine
reading
right.
one of the articles earlier, my wife asked me what was going on because I was on mute, and I was like, "Oh, Zod is reading an article." And she's like, "Why are you doing that? He can't read." And I was like, "That's the entertainment. We're not forcing him to do it. He just decided to. That's what a villain does."
Exactly. Half of this is, you can tell your crazy friends about my reading and be like, hey, you want to hear someone butcher up the English language? Come on by.
The English language.
Think about this. Think about this. Bernie Sanders wants to make college free.
You son of a bitch.
I love it.
After the 1%, and we'll make all college free for everybody. We'll all be educated.
Man. They don't need to make college free. They need to send people back to school.
PB, you sounded like the guy in Beavis and Butthead, like the old guy, like the principal.
It's because I'm not Bernie Sanders, I'm Beardy Sanders.
Oh my god, welcome to the fam. So, hey.
Speaking of which, Senate, I need you to take a picture of Bernie Sanders and put a red beard on him for me.
Okay, so I guess
Thank you.
Gimli or something.
yeah, he's going to be in the movie. He's going to be the villain of the movie. What do you guys think, in all seriousness, about
Bernie
the
Sanders?
casting of Christian Bale?
Oh,
I think we should start a hashtag called hashtag Christian Bale is going to kill everybody. So
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's what Batman does, from what I'm told. Batman just goes around murdering people, so it'll be perfect.
He's going to overshadow everybody in that film, no matter who's in it.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
It's going to be Christian Bale's movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the man.
He don't like Christian Bale just doesn't accept anything, you know, and you know he's gonna give it his all.
You know, Trey Courtney made a valid point. Is they're gonna waste Christian Bale? I mean, they wasted like Jake Gyllenhaal.
They didn't waste Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well,
Yeah, me and LB did a stream on
he's
this.
probably
Jake
still around.
Gyllenhaal was amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Amazing in Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man.
I completely forgot about him.
Oh, come on. No, it was a big waste of time.
Yeah, no, I agree. The movie was a waste of time based on what we found out in the post-credit scenes. But I would not say he was wasted.
No. The whole thing was a waste of time. You
No. You didn't even stay for it, guys. Shut your cake hole.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Let's get it on.
Goddamn.
Go fuck
Unbelievable.
yourself, PB. Your wife.
Oh, shit.
And
No, we established that I don't have that problem.
No, you have another problem, and I'm not going to bring it up again because I know it's going to bring a sore subject.
No, I don't have a problem. I got no problems at all.
Yes,
Fully stocked on cheese.
You know what's interesting?
I'm going to refrain.
This definitely saved Marvel though. Like, well, at least this movie. Because if Christian Bale wasn't announced for it, like nobody would give a fuck about this movie.
Man, come on.
What are you talking about? It's gonna have the Guardians of the Galaxy in it.
Thank you for fucking up my segue. God damn.
Well, you know.
So let's talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy being in the movie. God damn it.
Like, nothing is going to overshadow all of the banter between Star-Lord and Thor. Nothing.
We'll see.
I agree. So you think the Asgardians of the Galaxy is going to steal the show?
I think they should just have a movie called Asgardians of the Galaxy.
They should.
My thought on this is like I saw people tweeting about it, and I don't know if this is confirmed or what, but like it's just funny how people are like surprised. It's like, did you not see Avengers Endgame at the end?
Yeah,
that was a teaser.
No, I'm not surprised.
No, not you, because you're smart. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty foreshadowed there, and I thought to myself too when this was coming out. Well, they have to have Thor, right? So how are they going to have him introduced in this if he's supposed to be going off? Now, here's a question though: how do you think he'll be in the Guardians movie then, or do you think the Guardians is going to use this movie to set up stuff for Guardians?
Well, that's interesting because I heard that it was it was scheduled before the director had his thing, with the tweet. It was scheduled to be released this year, but then it was pushed back for a couple of years, and so Thor Love and Thunder is going to be released next year. So, and as far as I know, it was supposed to include Thor in Guardians.
Yeah, I think I can tell what Will Gentry wants to Love and Thunder.
Yeah, and Will, I'm just going to call you out on that. Don't be hating on my Natalie. Don't hate on my Natalie Portman.
Oh my God.
I love Natalie.
Oh my God,
I will mock the fuck out of her. What a ridiculous dress. What are you talking about?
I like Natalie until I like Natalie in movies.
Yeah.
And that's all that really matters to me personally. I don't care about what they do off camera.
So, yeah, I mean, have you ever seen Black Swan? No one watched that fucking movie for its entertainment value. It was just Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman going at it.
Mila, what did you say? Mila
Whatever.
Oh man, I
Oh,
love
God.
it so much.
You know what? You know
Morgan
what?
Freeman.
God.
You mean what did you say? Nina Kunis?
CLB, I fuck up names equally.
He's not reading it. He's just remembering it, and he's like, "Yeah, Clueless."
You mean
There we go.
Mila Kunis?
I mean, I don't know her name either, so I don't. She's not my type, so I don't know.
Pronounced it wrong.
Jackie from that '70s show. There you go.
Right, watch
Yes.
this show.
Mm.
You didn't have to
Show's
watch the
great.
Really?
show.
Show's great.
That's a national treasure.
Never seen it a day of my life.
How
That's
dare
because it's based in Wisconsin. I get your prejudice. It's okay,
I mean,
cousin.
I
I'll let
watched
you
the
fight with your
I watched
family.
the hold on. I watched the Young and the Restless, and that's based in Wisconsin.
you? Oh,
No,
God.
that is so white.
Hey, Victor Newman is a legend.
By the way, shout out to the sexiest unicorn in the chat. Love you, bitchy.
Oh,
Bruh,
there's
We're at 19.
Well, I'm not sleeping on the couch, LB.
I thought you was a villain. Villains don't sleep on couches.
Bitch,
You know what?
bitch, please make Zod sleep on the couch. Please.
Look, we're getting off topic, panel. We are getting off the topic. Let's go back to Thor
If Zod
Thunder.
doesn't let us talk,
So what? Christian Bale's going to be playing a alien? Like he's not going to be a villain from Earth.
Supposedly he's playing the God Butcher or whatever. Sounds like an ill ass
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Bro, I don't know nothing about
Read
none
the
of these
comics.
The only stuff in Thor that I know about is Enchantress and Bale Ray Bill. That's the only people I know.
I mean, the God Butcher just
No.
sounds like self-explanatory. He just goes around killing gods.
Yes, the God Butcher.
Well, hopefully he
The
kills
God Butcher
Valkyrie.
was so okay. The God Butcher's so some fun facts for all of you who don't read source material. The God Butcher
This isn't gonna be
was so
fun.
terrifying that Odin couldn't kill him. He was damn near indestructible, so Odin had to trap him in a dimension because his powers
which
had
Odin
exceeded that of the gods.
Which Odin are we talking about? The movie blogger or the one that
Anthony
died in
Hopkins.
Ragnarok?
The one, well, that's pretty comic accurate, so we'll just say the movie version. He trapped the God Butcher in an alternate universe because he was just too powerful and the gods couldn't kill him because he gains powers from killing gods.
Right. So, did you ever find out who made the God Butcher?
They don't really explain that. He just kind of, he's one of those villains that just
So
kind
he's
of
an
shows
eternal,
up.
like Ego.
Basically,
I think he just comes from a different, like, just a planet, like from some type of darkness or some shit like that, and just manifest or forget the whole details.
Think
His
of it
name,
kind of like
Gore,
a
I'm looking him up
balance.
now. Gore the God Butcher. Son of a
So
nameless
does he
father.
look like Bruce Wayne?
He looks like one of those, I forgot what they call in Star Wars. The one with the green long dreads.
You got it up on your screen, LB?
Yeah.
Jedi Knights.
Man, I don't know.
Can you share your screen?
Those are the ones with the braids and the prequels.
This thing
He looks like a ghoul with a hood on.
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
pull
the
up this picture. I'll share my screen momentarily.
The Viceroy.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just know it looked like this thing in Star Wars. That's it. Come on, where did he go? There you go. Okay. Share my screen.
Just waiting to see this picture of what a what the hell's a
All I'm
god
saying
killer?
is
Dario.
God Butcher.
Can you see it?
No.
Butcher. That's
Oh,
like
what the fuck is
like
that?
he kills them and then he slices them up. That's what he's gonna look like?
Right.
I've seen other ones where he's wearing a hood. That's probably the more like accurate.
I want him to look. I want him to look like that.
Yeah, that'd be goofy as hell.
Like,
That's the one. That's the one I didn't see. I didn't see
like I
that.
want him to look like this. Like
It's
you
a
really.
Twi'lek crossed
Yes,
with Voldemort.
Twi'lek. That's what I'm talking about. Twi'lek. Yeah. Like, bro, I want him to look like that because you're not gonna take him serious, but he's gonna be like the most gangster in the movie.
I was looking at the version I saw. He looks like more like
So-
Voldemort in the face.
Oh my god, he
Yeah,
looks.
Yeah,
he looks like,
he's crossed with Voldemort.
He looks like the face kind of looks like a dinosaur from Land Before Time, and then
Okay.
like it's like a Twi'lek, and then it's like wearing a gi,
Okay, well,
so it's like at a
I
karate
totally
lesson.
get why he's called a butcher
Underwater.
now, because he
For
ain't
some
just
reason.
he ain't just killing these gods. Like, he's killing them, and then he's slicing them up and frying them up and having some meat at his dinner.
You know what? You know what's amazing is that there's so much that you can just assume from just this one picture. So much more character
terrifying.
development just in this picture alone
Well,
than
I
any
could tell.
Disney Star Wars character. Oh my goodness!
I can tell he doesn't take care of his teeth. I know that.
Well, we'll zoom in. Zoom into it. Hey, let's get a real good look at it. At his. All right, it's painted green like his skin. I guess that's just bad colorist.
I mean,
Look half
look
of
at-
it is like
You're
pencil
presentable.
I
shape.
mean, look at the space. Look at the spaces between his teeth. His teeth are green.
Dude, there's like pencil shavings
Like, this man-
everywhere on his face.
this-
This is
like-
terrible.
The mama god butcher didn't teach this man to floss twice a day and brush twice a day. And it looks like he doesn't know how to
Yes.
shave either. Like, look at his beard.
Absolutely,
That's a terrible beard. That looks worse than mine.
Well, that
he's
that
killing
seems just
that tune.
that almost seems like bad pencil shaving.
And then he looks like he has acne issues too. So I mean, and no wonder he's so angry.
Oh.
I sent you a DM, LB, of the most recent picture.
Please don't make it a selfie.
Nah,
Oh my god! Oh my god! Did like a
No, man,
kindergartner?
it's not a selfie. It's a headshot.
Oh my goodness.
I hated that. I hated looking at that thing.
Did it
So
scare
then
you?
it did its job. That's pretty effective.
No, no.
I'm pulling up the picture now.
So many things wrong with it.
So what? He's in a mirror dimension the same way that people get put in the Phantom Zone.
Yes, but Marvel does not do a great job like DC.
No, just say
Go
yes.
watch DC
Fucking
Universe.
Amen.
Ah!
Yes,
Promo
but
Yes.
let me shit on it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I like
a pretty
the other one
more
better.
imposing look.
No, bro, the other one better, bro.
The other one is way more
Well, you know,
terrifying.
you like the unbrushed teeth.
Bro, the other one's like more terrifying, bro. Like this one, he
Dude,
just
the
look
other
like
one makes it look like he gets his teeth sharpened, just like Frank on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
But you know what's
Like, bro, this guy here looks like he looks like he's cosplaying as Skeletor or Voldemort.
Looks like fucked up Groot.
No, he's just cosplaying as the God Butcher.
Good point. Like I wouldn't be scared of this guy. I'd shoot him with a Glock 42.
He'd be like, I'm in Florida, he came for me.
You're a
Calm down.
monster. You're an absolute
But
monster.
you know what sucks about this? Like a character like that though, he sounds cool, but they're gonna be cracking jokes all the way through the shit.
Exactly. We know Teddy Wasisi's name MO with his movies. Right, Rob?
Exactly.
He's gonna have a dance. He's gonna have a dance. He's gonna have a dance battle at the end of it.
Yeah. Okay, so Mad Squirrel sent me a picture of another one.
Wait. So, is this guy gonna be related to Jeff Goldblum?
No.
You
PB,
sure?
damn it, Jeff Goldblum, he'll be back because they didn't really count.
See,
I know he'll be back. What the hell was his character's name? I can't remember it.
exactly. Nobody remembers.
The Collector?
Just the guy that was there.
No, he's not the Collector. He was the.
No,
Son
he
of a
was
bitch.
just the guy who was there in Jurassic Park.
He was Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok. That was his name.
I know it was awesome.
I never saw that part.
No, you suck.
Oh god.
No,
That's a Minotaur.
I walked out after 20 minutes.
I walked out. I was like, you know what? I didn't pay full price for this. I can leave.
Now, this guy, you see, is it on the screen?
Yeah,
Yep.
His name is Dario Agger.
that's his Minotaur form.
Yeah, and he's
What?
Yeah, that's another role that they were saying that he
Wait,
was.
so he
up
has
for.
an animality,
Minotaur.
Mortal Kombat style?
Yeah. He doesn't
Like-
fuck around.
like this man ain't heard of no clothes, bro. Like, why is he naked, bro?
He's always new.
Like, I don't believe
I'm getting a
it.
lot of Attack on Titan vibe.
The fucking Incredible Hulk has expandable pants. This guy's in a fucking mirror dimension. He can't find expandable pants.
Right. Right. Nobody trying to see all this, bro.
No! Hey,
Who wants
in
to see a
alternate dimensions, it is hard to find clothing. There's no
No.
gap.
Now, I don't know about women, but I ain't trying to see
We're
no
seeing
hairy
all the
booty.
gaps.
Ha!
Bro, you see how hairy his booty is, bro?
Man,
He's gonna overshadow a lot of
Like, okay,
actors.
this is pretty imposing. How big is this thing supposed to be? Like, relative to Thor?
Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't say.
A whole lot bigger.
Hey, you know what? One thing that annoys me about Thor, like they
Well,
act
like, what do you
he's
mean
so
a
much-
whole lot bigger?
Hey,
That don't tell me shit. Like, he killed something in one shot in Thor the Dark World right at the beginning. That was like twice his size.
there is a photo on there on that site of him, the Minotaur in Thor. He looks like he's about man size, about the same size as Thor.
but give this.
I
Give this
say
freak
Minotaur.
some
You
credit,
say
though. Like,
Minotaur? Am I saying it wrong?
Minotaur. I don't
the
know.
guy only has like 3
He's
fingers.
12 feet tall.
Wow.
12 feet tall.
Yeah,
okay,
so he's
it's not
way taller than
massive,
Thor.
massive.
Well, the
Holy
fucking
shit.
comic book
It's not
photos
bigger
are
than the
not
thing that he
accurate
killed.
then.
You know what annoys me about Thor in the movies? Like they act like he's like 6'10", but he's like barely bigger than anyone else.
No, he's like 6'1",
Yeah.
6'2".
It's like, oh, he's so huge, but like,
If you see
Yeah,
his-
because like Chris Evans is like 5'5".
no,
What?
he's not. He's like, he's
No.
not that
Stop.
He's a
You
lot
got
shorter.
that from
that's
the
why-
raccoons.
Like proportionally. I don't know. Maybe
No.
that's why.
Chris Evans is at least 6 feet tall.
He's a
I
badass
don't.
character.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's my guess. I literally have.
Your
no
guesses
clue.
are terrible.
Like, I'm looking up their heights right now. Chris Hemsworth is 6'3", Chris Pratt is 6'2", but like in Infinity War, they're acting like Thor is like 7 feet tall.
Well, yeah.
They
Okay,
shot
how tall is Chadwick Boseman?
Right.
Chadwick Boseman's like 5'5". He's like short.
Type of
He's tiny, and
Yeah.
he looks the same size as all of them.
Exactly. That's what boxes are for.
It's forced perspective, but you know, if somebody's I can't talk about it. It's going to get me on a Clone Wars track, and I can't go down that road.
So,
What's up,
if-
Rosetta Allen? Welcome to the fandom zone.
So check this out though. If Christian Bale was this character, I'm willing to bet they would like do motion capture with the face, so it has his real face. Like, damn, that would be scary. If like it uses real face with the horn on his head.
Yeah. Oh, that would be terrifying.
Minotaur Bale.
Yeah.
Hey, Perk, would this guy fit those leggings that you sell on your store properly?
Oh, I get the joke.
Chadwick Boseman is not 6 foot. I saw him at the NBA All-Star weekend. That man was short. I refuse
Yeah,
to believe
but
he's
your
6 feet
feet
tall.
were worse than his. So you
I'm
were
6
looking.
I'm 6 feet tall. I know what a 6 foot tall man look like, and he ain't 6 feet tall. No way.
Are we talking about Christian?
No, he's 6'1".
Chadwick Boseman.
6'1". That's what
No.
Will said.
I refuse.
Will Gentry
No,
does not lie about height. He's English.
he doesn't have. He doesn't have to lie, but he's not right.
His English is questionable.
Oh,
Chadwick Boseman probably Robert Downey Jr. height.
oh shit. Oh my god. No. By the way, we got 7 people watching. If you're liking this crazy shit, make
Did you
sure
say
you're
7?
hitting the like button.
Yeah.
If you're new, go ahead and subscribe.
Bro, did you really say you have 7 people watching?
17.
No, I said 17.
He's not wrong. He just forgot about the other 10.
Hey, I'm a half a bottle of Jack in. Come on.
What? You
Hey.
had half a bottle of Jack?
Dude, are you drinking with
Yeah.
flavor?
Yeah, and he's like only most of a person.
General Zod is a big person in heart.
Oh my god.
Paul.
That was gay.
Pause. Anyways,
Very.
so do you
Zod,
think
Zod, this is going to become an intervention for you.
Hey,
no,
trust me.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna
Oh,
detour a little bit.
no.
You wanna see a fucking intervention?
no.
You should see how much fucking
Bob
Ben
has
Affleck
arrived.
drank in the way back. That
Terrence
was
is here.
a fucking intervention.
Terrence
I
is
can
here.
stop at any time.
Terrence is here. Terrence is here. Thank you for the stream, Zod.
Oh,
Terrence is here, so I wrap it up.
Terrence.
Fucking stream.
that's why.
Terrence, well, welcome.
Oh my.
But straight up, I prefer Bale to be Dario instead of the other guy, the butcher.
Yeah, you know, I
If he's
don't
rocking
want
the
him
whole-
to be.
If he's rocking the
Go
whole
ahead,
hoodie
Perp.
and shit, that's cool. If he's rocking the whole cloak and shit, that's cool. You don't gotta show his whole like, and then transform into the shit.
Right? You know for a fact if Bale was cast as Dario Agger, he's gonna make sure he looks like that character without motion capture and CGI.
Oh yeah, Bell. You know, one thing that I like is Bell is a consummate actor. He throws himself into a role. He is a true blue actor,
He's a
and
method
no matter
actor.
what role he takes,
All you have to say is
He
he's a
commits.
method actor.
yes. Thank you, LB. He's a real actor, and I think that his performance is going to bring this movie up significantly.
Or his performance could be like Buddy from Thor Part 2.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can be cracking jokes.
Yeah, trying to forget that. That was the worst Thor movie ever. I watched it again and I'm like, no.
Bro, that's the worst
No.
Marvel movie.
Oh,
Which one?
I was like,
The Dark
it was
World.
so fucking boring.
It wasn't boring, it was just bad, man.
Like,
Anyway.
I was sitting there going like, and you know, the sad part is they kill Thor's mom, and that's supposed to be like an impactful scene. And I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, oh God, get to the end of this fucking movie.
I wish they would have killed Darcy.
Yeah, like I did not feel any kind of that was a terrible movie. But we're all in agreement. You guys think Christian Bale's gonna do really well in this
Gotta kill everybody.
new Thor?
Hashtag.
Are there movies that Christian Bale doesn't do well in?
If there is, I haven't found it. I saw The Machinist.
Hold on. Let the internet tell that he did bad in The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's
God.
right.
Fucking bullshit. Bullshit.
It's not bad tonight.
Ah.
You gotta say it like squirrel.
I can't do a squirrel.
Gotta put your stomach all into it.
Which
It's
one?
bullshit. Absolute
No, you
bullshit.
don't say it like
And you
that.
know what? It comes
Hey.
from all of the Michael Keaton fans.
hold
Look, I
on.
love Michael Keaton as
Speak
Batman.
Japanese. Use
but
your
you-
Japanese voice. They speak from their gut.
This is bullshit.
There you go.
No, you gotta say the bull part gotta let it drag out a little bit.
It is bullshit.
No, you ain't got it. You can't do it.
No, I've got it.
Think of Brie Larson when you're saying it.
Well,
Yeah, think of Brie Larson.
Internalized rage.
Trey Courtney is so wrong.
Bruh, there is no way Age of Ultron's the worst MCU movie. Bruh, no way. That scene, the scene when Ultron pulled up, the opening scene of the movie is better than everything in the Dark World.
Oh man.
If
Captain America jiggled the hammer.
If we're talking Avengers movies, then yeah, it's the weakest one, but it's not the worst like MCU movie.
Well, look at what you're comparing it to, guy. Yeah, of like 4 of the best movies in all of the MCU, yeah, it's the worst of those 4. But no, it's not the worst of 23. Like, I feel like you're forgetting about, I don't know.
You're forgetting Captain Marvel and Thor.
Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk was fire, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh man.
yeah, are you talking about the one with Edward Norton? Because I agree.
Only
100%.
one called The Incredible Hulk.
No, there was another one with Eric Kane.
Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
one's called Hulk.
And was that movie in the MCU, sir?
Yeah, they did a cutscene at the end of it.
Yeah. All right, move on to your next subject.
It was supposed to be a launch pad, but then they were like, "Nah, this
my
sucks."
angry face, this some bitch fucking
You're
lying before me.
going to upset
I'm sorry, MCU fans, that happened.
So I guess
The
Batman and Robin's
2003 movie was never in the MCU.
Hey.
You ridiculous son of a bitch.
Hey, Terrence will back me up on this. Batman and Robin was a fucking masterpiece.
Oh, we know.
Those
He
Batman
made
movies.
Yeah, we know that he
Yeah,
has a love
crap.
affair with Chris O'Donnell.
You guys don't believe me? Go check out Terrence's channel. He will lay down how fucking awesome that suit was. Top quality.
Smoking crack.
Oh my god.
He doesn't smoke. He inhales.
What does that have to do with Christian Bale?
Come on, Doc. Moving along.
All right, so I've spent way too much time on this. I'm going to go to a Star Wars article now because PV's on the panel. Star Wars.
For like 2 hours.
I know. I was building up the hype, so you get ready for your rants. Star Wars Rogue One prequel actor Diego Luna says Lucasfilm doesn't trust him. This was on an interview with the Tonight Show with Fallon. A prequel series to the Rogue One Star Wars story is eventually coming to Disney Plus and is set to star Diego Luna as Cassian Andor. The actor is reprising his role from the 2016 film and recently went on The Tonight Show to talk Star Wars with Jimmy Fallon. During the interview, Luna hilariously revealed that he doesn't believe Lucasfilm trusts him, so when Fallon was pressing for details about the upcoming series, Luna said he can reveal nothing because Lucasfilm doesn't keep him informed.
Bruh, I think I can speak for every person on this panel. Nobody cares about this character that I don't even remember the name, and you just mentioned it 3 times in the past 30 seconds.
Prince Caspian. That's his name.
So here's the thing. Do you guys think that this is gonna be the next Mandalorian?
I just gave you your answer.
I know.
The next
My God.
Mandalorian.
I can't even say it without laughing.
The next Mandalorian? Are you serious?
No, I'm trying to be serious here. Do you think this is gonna be the next flagship?
This is going to be the next Mandalorian.
Why are you
Yes,
wasting
this
our
will be the
time?
next flagship show.
It's going to be the next Adventures of Babysitting.
Jesus.
So, yeah, they're really trying hard to hype this show, and don't get me wrong, I liked Rogue One, but out of all the characters, why'd they pick this character? Has anyone why'd they pick this character out of everyone?
Because
I
you
would've liked
can't
one
make
with-
the show just around K2SO.
I'd watch it.
Sure you can.
You're trying to pull in female viewers? I don't know.
Oh, you think he's hot, Mad Squirrel?
I fucking don't, dude.
Oh, my bad.
Dig a Luna fan.
No. But I think that's what they're trying to go for. I mean, that's an assumption.
They're trying to go for you.
Ugh.
Ooh.
We're gonna see Mad Squirrel reviews.
I can't be indigestion. Jesus Christ. I need a Tums. I'll be right back.
Is he going for the grave digger then? Are they going for the
Gotta
grave
go
digger?
get a stiffer drink for that one.
God bless America.
I was just reading the private chat. I feel you.
Oh my God. No, that's my, I don't know. That would be my passing observation. I don't know. I feel like they're just trying to pull interest from other movies, just to pull in viewers and utilizing certain characters. Look at the guy. I would question that deeply, but whatever.
So what's this guy's name again?
Diego Luna? Is that the character?
Diego.
Castier, I don't fucking know. I said his name 3 times. I don't remember.
like real talk. The only thing I remember him doing was hating on the robot and dying at the end.
No, he shot dude in the back where he's like, "Oh, we're about to get captured," and then he blasted the guy, and he's like, "I can't let information."
Like I just said, I don't
Like
remember.
I said. Yeah, nobody remembers that shit.
Like who asked for this?
Least memorable character in the entire fucking movie.
Like real talk. Like I know saying who asked for this is like hyperbole, but this is like 100% real here. Like who asked for this? Like seriously, I've never in my life seen someone talk about this guy.
Disney, dude.
Is he part of
feel
the
like
EU?
So anybody in the chat, if you're in the chat and you're a Star Wars fan, can you tell me, is this character from Rogue One part of the EU?
Well, we know that Clone Wars is definitely part of the EU.
I mean, honestly, the question I just asked is probably way easier than the question I asked about finding a quote from George Lucas saying that Star Wars or Clone Wars is the EU. So I've been asked for almost 2 weeks now. Still ain't got that answer.
Terrence in chat said, "No one asked for this whack ass character. Fuck that character." Just Curtis says, "I don't think so."
Well, Terrence, no one asked you to make a 20-minute video talking about Chris O'Donnell and how much you love him, but you still did it.
Which is strange
Wow,
because his videos are usually like 3 minutes, and he really drug that out. He's like, "Yep, Chris O'Donnell."
And there's nothing wrong with that, but it was kind of startling.
So,
Like if Chris O'Donnell ever sees the video, he will file the appropriate paperwork.
isn't he doing isn't he doing one of those cop shows now?
Right? Ain't no way that video was 2 minutes and 23 seconds, Terrence. No way, bro.
Stephen Walton did respond to the question of the EU because I don't believe so. I know that he did replace this character from the EU, but I can't remember the character's name at the moment. And then Terrence said the video is 2 minutes and and 23
Bruh,
seconds.
that video felt like 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Stop the lies. Pull up.
Thank you, Steven. I appreciate that.
Oh, this is the fandom zone. Welcome everybody. Shit. So yeah, no one asked for this character. The general consensus: who gives a fuck? I feel like Disney is just throwing shit against the wall at this point. We're not getting any movies, so yay! I guess.
Yay! No more ruining OT characters for now.
Hey, no, we can be grateful that George Lucas's story is continuing at least for what, 8 more episodes?
Share my screen,
Yeah.
Zod.
What do you mean 8 more episodes of the Clone Wars? Okay.
Correct.
Look at the screen.
And what is that supposed
What the
to?
hell?
Is it? Oh God!
What is going on in this video? Terrence, you're wearing sunglasses?
Oh my God!
He gave it a thumbs up.
Who is that strange human?
Oh my. What's going
This
on?
human with self-confidence. He removes his shirt.
He had to edit this video because the one we watched was like 20 minutes, bro.
It had to be.
You know, it's
Like, he talked about how he looked in the suit, out of the suit, at the gym, coming home from the gym, how he looked out to dinner, when the paparazzi was taking pictures. I mean, he had it all. Now it's only 2 minutes long. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
oh my God! I just
Terrence in chat says you're full of shit, bro.
Okay, well, I mean, nobody's got a time machine, and they don't trust computers.
Good night to Rosetta Allen. She's heading out.
Good night,
No, she's
Rosetta.
not. She's actually heading all the way out to the desert.
Terrence running people away to the video. They're like, oh, I gotta go see this sexy beast.
Sexy beast? What the hell?
what?
No.
That's hilarious.
See, Terrence, I'm putting people onto your video.
Oh my god.
Rosetta, like,
Well,
subscribe
you told
right
me he
now.
was talking about Chris O'Donnell, so I was like, okay, I'll listen to Terrence talk about Chris O'Donnell. You did not tell me that he was shirtless.
Bruh.
Bastard.
Hey, man.
Getting
Bruh.
tricked by my cousin.
My man Terrence really sat there with no shirt on and sunglasses and talked about Chris O'Donnell.
You disliked it. You disliked it. You're the reason why there are twice as the 2/3.
Terrence says he has a lot of shirtless videos.
Way too many.
Oh my
Hey, some of the best work is shirtless. There you go.
Oh my
Incredible
God!
Hulk
Why
vibe
do you
going.
know that?
Why did you dislike it?
How dare you?
Bruh. It deserved that dislike. It deserved it.
Holding down people of color.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. You know, we were talking about
Hey, on the
Black
bright
History
side,
Month, and
hey.
you're oppressing Terrence from being himself.
Hey, at least he gave it some engagement. I'm sure he left a comment on it too, like, nah, brah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll never lie to you, Terrence. I will never lie to you.
So I'm gonna switch gears.
Hold on, before you move on. Hey, Terrence, friends ain't got nothing to do with making trash, bruh. If you make trash, I'm gonna let it be known, bruh. You can't be sitting. You can't be sitting on your couch shirtless with glasses on, talking about another man, bro. No.
Jesus.
LB, I thought you were my friend, human.
Hey, bro. At least I watched your whole video and I gave you a thumbs down. That's more than what you do for me, bro. All you do is click my video, comment, and leave, bro. I'm here for you.
LB's out with a new video. Click, and I will get away from it as soon as I've typed up my comment. Nice video, LB. Way to be black.
The fuck? What the fuck?
Squirrel, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm here. Jesus. LB, it's Terrence says, LB, that's bullshit. I watched your entire video.
I hear you, bro. That's what they all say.
And then Terrence says, come on.
No, the statistics said that every bot from Southern California only watches for an average of 12.88 seconds.
That's very true. The analytics don't lie.
Just humans do.
Yeah.
Bless. Oh, shit.
So,
I'm
speaking
having
of
way too
squirrel,
much fun here, General. Way too much fun.
I know. Oh my goodness. What a way. And by the way, we almost hit that 20 threshold. So everybody,
Yeah,
I
we
do
tried,
this
LB.
Mondays.
We tried.
Yes, I do this Mondays and Thursdays from now and forever. So be here every Monday and
My
Thursday and spread the
See how
love.
he cuts us short, LB?
Maybe,
Like, you don't want to talk about Sundays.
maybe you have a super chat.
Hey, I'll
Oh.
bring up Sundays, you son of a bitch.
Super chat from Justin Proper. Dear Mr. McKay, you are gay.
No, you read it wrong.
Yes, I did.
How can you
Dear
super
Mr.
chat?
Mackey. It's Dear Mr. Mackey. You want me to read it in the Mr. Mackey voice, okay?
Yes.
Dear Mr. Mackey, you are gay, okay?
And then Terrence says,
Remember that episode?
Terrence says, you're comparing me to those crappy supporters of yours. That's not fair. Over supported you for a long time. LB, I've supported you for a long time. I've never lied to you.
You never lied to me. You told me that Aquaman was a good movie.
Oh,
I knew that was coming. I was waiting. Oh, I remember that night.
Right.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay. All right. It is my responsibility as the general to pull this back and talk about an article that Squirrel gave us.
Oh my God, you have another article?
Bro, I thought the night was wrapping up, bro.
No, I got one more. We're going the full
Okay.
3. And this,
Okay.
thank you, Squirrel, for this, because this actually
Full
pertains
3.
to a little. This pertains to a little bit of wars with a company. I'm not going to name who because I don't want to be pulled, but I work for the opposition. AMC Theaters hires Mark Pearson to forge strategic alliance with streamers. So,
what?
yes, this is this is pretty important because you know, AMC could be doing big things in the future. So the veteran TV
Hold on a second. Let's bring this up.
God damn it.
Justin, slowing down my flow. I had things going.
Nobody wants to hear about your flow.
Yeah. Let's just keep that private, okay?
Oh, oops.
Well, your flow.
Oopsie daisy. Continue with your
Oh, here we
reading.
go.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you said Mark what?
Pearson.
Oh, you did say Pearson. I thought you said Peterson.
I thought it was Pearson.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
The veteran TV executive will serve as the giant fuck.
Exhibitor.
Exhibitor.
Thank you. I have an excuse. I'm a little impaired. The exhibitor chief strategy officer, effective immediately. AMC Entertainment has named television veteran Mark Pearson as its chief strategy officer, a newly created position, including forging alliances with streaming services.
I was going to say, what is a CSO? They made that up.
Oh my God.
That's a we don't want to fire you, so we'll just
Position
make
they
up a
made
fake
up
position.
for another white man.
Yep.
The hire was announced early Monday by AMC CEO President Adam Aaron, to whom Pearson will report. Pearson's arrival at AMC marks the first time that a major theater circuit has hired an executive dedicated to working with streaming outfits. Cinema operators and streamers, namely Netflix, have often been at odds with each other since theater circuits are reluctant to carry titles that are made available almost immediately on smaller screens. Pearson most recently worked at 20th Century Fox Television, where he recognized for his work in the digital arena and advocating SVOD. His title before he left was Exec VP Business Development Operations and Strategy. He continued to be based in Los Angeles and has already began his role at AMC, which is the country's largest exhibitor and the largest circuit in Europe and the Middle East. AMC is owned by China's Wanda Group. Overall, Pearson has led strategy, business development, and alliances with the goal of advancing AMC global positioning. Prior to the 15 years he has spent at 20th Century Fox TV, Pearson spent 5 years in management at Universal Pictures. He is the perfect person to help AMC to continue to innovate and create opportunities that benefit our existing studio partners, emerging streaming powerhouses, our customers, and our shareholders. He is considerably experienced in the SVOD space, will greatly help AMC to create partnerships with streaming services, including from both established and emerging players, Aaron said in a statement. Added Pearson, I'm looking forward to helping Adam at the AMC team set strategic direction to identify growth opportunities that will extend AMC's market leadership. AMC has a long history of innovation, and I'm excited to continue that innovation through strategic partnership and alliances that will add value to stockholders and audiences alike. This is a huge move because if they start getting and actually like releasing some streaming movies in different theaters and things like that, that could, add a whole new dimension to their movie theaters. What do you guys think about them going in this direction and dedicating something to streaming? Do you think this will boost their profitability?
Go first, Matt Squirrel, since you shared the article.
I think that would be a smart move for them. People are picking apart your reading in the chat fairly enough.
But he also said strategic or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, PB, will you read Will Gentry's comment? I think you have the best. Terrence also wants to know when you're going to send him a link.
Never.
I would, but Zod has a full panel.
If you added more black people,
Yeah,
you'd be the majority.
he asked what article or whatever or topic he's going to come in on, and I said it was the last one, and there's no room. Plus, we don't want to have too many black men on the panel because we don't want to scare off the audience.
Yeah. What do you think this is? South Carolina, buddy? No.
Oh God. Yeah, I think this would be a smart move to go this direction though with the fucking streaming, and I don't know, longevity wise, I think this is the direction that most computers are eventually going to head in. They're going to have to be competitive. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, and some theaters, ones I can't name, Marcus, aren't going in this direction. So, you know, they're my opposition. This is a pretty big move. It's very bold, and it could change the game up. Perp, you do a lot with streaming. What do you think about them getting into the streaming market and pulling some of these streaming movies, maybe putting them on the big screen?
Perp's on mute.
God damn it, Perp.
He's probably watching the Never-Ending Story.
Well, I mean, for me, me personally, I would be interested in this because I would watch more movies that come out. Because I hate going to the movie theater. I get restless easily, so I only go for the Marvel stuff and Star Wars stuff. That's it. And like on a rare occasion, I'll go see another comic book movie. But like for other movies where it's like, I can wait for it to come out on rental, I would do this. But like for big time movies, there's certain movies that need to be seen on the big screen, like Christopher Nolan movies, Marvel movies,
oh yeah,
like, stuff like that. But for like random comedy movie featuring Will Ferrell, this is perfect.
You put it the best. Like, I mean, just picture like The Irishman actually getting a movie theater release, because I watched it on Netflix. Granted, 3 fucking hours, holy shit. But like, picture that being on the big screen. And they had the big thing where they didn't want to release that film into theaters because they said it wasn't technically a movie because it wasn't made in Hollywood. So it's not a movie. It's not a blockbuster.
No, I mean,
sounds like a Martin Scorsese thing to say.
A chance to watch it. No, I mean, a lot of people got the chance to watch it, but it was just for a short period of time. It was only for a month for some reason. I guess it was to have it like kind of qualify for the Oscars.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Netflix has been making some really good movies that I think I could see them on the big screen. The thing is that these theaters don't want to release them, or they have to get their own cinema to put their own movies out. So it'd be interesting to see Netflix collaborating.
Name a good Netflix movie, because Sextuplets ain't a good one.
Highwaymen.
Oh man.
Starring Woody Harrelson. And I forgot the other dude in there.
Maybe that's actually not a bad idea, if you think about it. I think something that could be helpful as like a pilot thing is having a Netflix movie theater in Los Angeles for people who want to see the Netflix movies before they are released on streaming.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of all the Netflix movies. I thought Bird Box was overhyped. But, I mean, that still would have been cool to see on a big screen as opposed to, having to stream it.
I still haven't seen it.
You don't pay for any of the movies you see anyways. Of course you want to see everything on a big screen.
Just because a villain has found a way around your earthly system does not make it wrong. Do you know the shit I deal with? I've almost disintegrated the movie theater a few times.
Yeah, I know about the child abuse.
Hey, speaking of child abuse, the other day...
Oh, my God.
Hey, don't incriminate yourself. Stop it.
No, I will say this.
Stop Stop.
Disclaimer. No, this wasn't my child, so it's all good. Oh God! Wait, that didn't sound better. There were some ignorant ass 11 teen-year-olds in the theater, and I got a chance to threaten them. That was great.
They
Yeah,
were black.
11
They were
teens.
black, weren't they?
Did you just say
No,
11?
they were white as shit.
Did
Yes.
you just
Don't
say 11?
question the numbers, Justin. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
11 teens. That's when they look like 11, but they're teenagers and they think that they're like big and bad.
On the cops.
Oh, I thought you weren't saying
You're
that.
not making this story sound any better, sir.
Okay, just talk about how you kicked this kid.
I didn't kick them. I just threatened to throw them out by their collar if they continue talking shit.
And so you picked one of them to give him like an example. You know, just like,
So how do you feel as a 45-year-old man threatening children?
I
and
feel
kicking one of
25.
them.
Good God.
You assaulted a child.
And Zod, Terrence says he wants you to kick him.
What?
Oh my.
No, sir, I will not be doing that.
That's code. That's
Yeah.
I know how you roundhouse kick.
That's code for texting selfies.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going to
Jesus.
kick anybody that's going to knock out their mother.
Right.
Oh, it's not about. It's not. You don't want to knock out. You want to knock up.
You,
No,
what?
he knocked out his mom. What the fuck?
Oh. So what was the whole point of this? The whole point is that we're talking about AMC making this move, bringing it back around. I think this is a good idea. I think if they do
Not
this,
going to change anything that I do. I only go to the theater to see movies in 3D.
I know,
That's a
PB.
stupid reason. 3D movies suck.
What do you mean? You can't see good 3D movies at home?
No. There is no such thing as good 3D.
Justin, get the fuck out.
That's incorrect.
Good God.
Hey,
No, they're all terrible. Except for
you should ask Terrence mom about 3D when he knocked her out.
except for maybe Gravity. That's an exception.
You picked
You
the worst
are crazy.
fucking
I
movie
watched
to use as
all
the
of the ends
exception.
in 3D. They are all
Gravity
better
was
in
fucking
3D.
terrible. What?
was a
Boring 2
great
fucking
movie.
hours of them doing shit in space that amounts to fucking nothing. That movie was terrible.
Oh, it was awesome. I loved it.
Ugh.
It was amazing.
But you
Yeah,
hate
but
the
you're
never-ending story.
Sandra
How the
Bullock
fuck
show.
does that work?
The never-ending story was a piece of shit. Gravity is a masterpiece.
Oh my God! I'm getting a migraine.
It's okay. It's okay, Zod. It's okay. You're wrong.
No, once you mentioned Gravity, everyone started floating away from the stream.
Good.
That means it's time to wrap it up, Zod.
Yeah. Get the fuck out with your wrong opinions about the movie. Get over it. Just accept the fact that it's a masterpiece with Oscar-worthy performances by Sandra Bullock,
God.
and of course, the best Batman ever on screen, in my opinion, George Clooney.
Gee.
Now you know he's
Oh,
just
gee.
making
Really
stuff
quick from
up.
chat.
No,
Will Gentry says, I'm with Justin on this. 3D films suck and they all look 2D to me after the first 2 minutes. And also Christy agrees with that. And she also agrees with Justin. Says
and also,
Gravity sucked.
It's just, who said
Yes,
Gravity sucked?
Gravity was a fucking terrible movie.
You don't like Gravity, Squirrel?
No, that was Christy's comment. I don't give a fuck.
I knew you was going to say that.
LB,
Christy,
Terrence
you're
has
wrong.
questions for you in chat.
No.
Well, I don't have any answers
Agree.
for you, Terrence.
Jesus.
Come on, Zod. Let's start wrapping this up. It's been 3 hours and 9 minutes.
Exactly. We hit the 3 hour mark. Thank you, everybody. This has been awesome. We've had a lot of people engaging. We laughed, cried, fucking learned something about life. Let me go down the panel. We'll start with the loneliest, most controversial, and EU fan on the panel, Mr. Lonely Banter. Tell them about your channel and all the great EU content you got on there.
Well, my channel is called The Lonely Banter, a place where Terrence comes to just speak his mind and not watch my videos. I have this week, I'm predicting there will be a major YouTube meltdown amongst the progressive YouTubers Tuesday night. So I might have a video out about that. And this Thursday, I will be streaming my Lonely with Friends at 7 p.m. Eastern because I can't do it Wednesday because I got invited to an event, unfortunately. So, anybody want to come hang out? You're more welcome to join the panel. And so, yeah.
Is this going to be the Super High Milk Council?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
In the green room.
Exciting. And of course, the most infectious and really knowledgeable squirrel on the panel. If you need any advice, just don't ask her about toilet paper. Go ahead, Mad Squirrel. Tell us about all of the Corona updates you got on the channel.
Oh my god, toilet paper shit. All right. What a shit show. It'll never get old. The jokes will never get old with this. But yeah, we do once a week. We do a news segment live. We're doing a live stream on Sunday nights. It is on Sunday nights now to accommodate everything. So yeah, we do once a week. So next Sunday night, we'll be doing another news roundtable with the panel. And we go over all the Corona news and rumors and nonsense that are going on. Try to keep people up to date. Where I am actually doing a fundraiser for Doctors Without Borders. So if you'd like to contribute to that, you can check it out on my Twitter. I have it pinned on my top there. And also I designed a t-shirt that all the proceeds are going to be going to Doctors Without Borders to help fight the virus, not just here in our country, but obviously everywhere. And they do work with a lot of the countries for vaccinations, trying to help communities and so on. Anyway, I highly, wanted to prop that up. Anyway, yeah, we should have another live stream on Sunday. I've been busy throughout the week, so I haven't been doing my other stuff content-wise. But yeah, please check out everything and support all the people on the panel. Everybody here is pretty outstanding and has all their specialties and interests, and I think it applies. So anyway, there's the plug of the night for me.
Mad Squirrel
And
is the
also-
best, I promise y'all. She's very influential.
Yes, and definitely check out Mad Squirrel because she's got Teespring and leggings coming soon. Dodd will model those as soon as she asks me.
My God.
He wants to sell them.
Right.
Hey, me and Second Street are in talks, so he's very up for the
Oh my
idea. I
God.
can't wait.
We know he's open to everything.
Look out for the Second Street Marvel and Zod collab on the Speedos. Anyways, if you were at the panel, you get that joke. Justin Proper, tell us about the bullshit you got coming up this week.
Well,
Justin?
That was the greatest segue ever for this week in bullshit.
Fucking A, man. Is he sleeping?
yeah, he's sleeping.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Popper. You can
No, I'm here.
check out my channel.
No, I'm here. I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
Oh God. Good plug. Go ahead and plug
Try
your stuff.
again, Zod.
Hey, what's up? I'm
Justin, tell us about
Proper.
what bullshit you got going on this week.
Whatever. We're starting off nice and great so far. Join us Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this Thursday for This Week in Bullshit with me and PB and others. Oh my God.
Okay, you can go back to sleep now.
Greatest, best plug ever. I don't know if Perp is back yet, but who
I'll
wants
plug
to
him for you. I'll plug him.
Yeah,
You're-
do it, LB.
It's Perp. Just hit 1K subscribers. Thank you everybody that's supporting me throughout my 3 years of YouTube. Got the Perp show coming sometime later on March. Shout out to General
It's on the
Zod.
25th.
Shout out to Picking Up PB. Shout out to LB. Shout out to Mad Squirrel. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You're Perp out.
Oh man, you're gonna have to listen to this back. That was fucking beautiful.
no one can beat that.
No, I gotta go after that. No, just go to my Twitter, vote on the poll. That's up. That's
There
it.
you go.
And this has been General's.
Perfectly timed length. Thank you, Mad Squirrel. Excellent.
Wonderful.
You've been in General Zod's Phantom Zone. Holy shit, this has been a really great show. We'll be back on Thursday, and on Sunday, me, LB, and PB will be doing our Clone Wars reviews last week. I blasted some false reporting, so we'll see what happens by this next episode. I might have some more bullshit to bring up, but
By the way, I was not able to binge watch all
Fall back
Clone
asleep.
Wars.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Fuck you.
and
Let's try to.
Jesus Christ. I got 3 videos coming out, and I have one on The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck. If you haven't seen that amazing movie, then watch my video. There is a spoiler at the end. I will tell you when it is. And also, I've got 2 videos on I will have 2 videos on 7 Deadly Sins, the Grand Cross mobile game, because I'm doing some mobile gaming, and so I'll have some gameplay videos up. Anyways, thank you. Yeah, I'm expanding. So I'll have some Marvel Strike Force and some 7 Deadly Sins, and I might even do some Dragon Champions. So, gamers, come and check me out. Anyways, thank you very much. And as always, remember the only rule here in the Fandom Zone. Kneel before your General Zod.
Man, I'm calling.
Fuck